Okay,
go!
we're live. Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
welcome back to our session. Did you counted weird? So welcome back.
All right,
to
let's
D&D.
close the
hold on,
stream.
we
Close
got-
the stream.
We got to.
Close the
We got
stream.
to
Yeah,
Restart
no,
it.
close
Gotta
it
start
out.
over.
Restart it. Yeah, close it out.
Shut it
Yeah,
all down.
restart it. Shut it all down. Make
Shut
a
it
new
all
video.
down.
Shut
All right, John, go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, go!
it. Okay. All right.
You
great.
missed.
Welcome back to D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
point.
So it's been a couple weeks. Last we left off, you guys had planned a date.
Great date.
So
Are
great.
you remembering what spells I
Great
cast on
date
Corey
for
for that?
Nope.
I don't
All
think
right.
we did any, did we? Or...
I was going to.
He cast enhance ability.
And Death Ward, I believe.
And Wish, I think?
Oh, was it Wish? Oh, shit. Well, I didn't
No,
plan
it was,
for
it was
that.
actually a scroll you gave us. It was a scroll of fish. It was great.
Scroll of fish. I can't wait for when we get a scroll of fish. That's going to be
Yeah,
the
it's,
best.
It's going in. It's going in right now.
The great thing about
Uh,
the scroll of wish is it's not misspelled.
What's up, Logan?
So he has Death Ward, which is 8 hours, and then he has advantage on his charisma checks and charisma skill checks for
Oh man,
an hour.
I really wish the date was a little bit later so I could get the silly out. The silly's still there.
It's starting, and Ox is playing hardball this game.
Oh wow, what a session to pick to start playing hardball.
Ox just wants to kill us.
Now you're playing hardball?
I'm just saying, I was very lenient with the last shenanigans you guys did with NPCs. So
What last shenanigans? We do it every single day. Every time we play this game, we do shenanigans to some extent.
That is the
no,
idea.
no more having fun in any of my games ever again. Like the last year we've been playing, and we're gonna continue that theme.
Of no fun.
Well, you see, that's all I've known since you've been my forever DMO.
Okay, well, all right. I'm upset now. All right,
So it's great for me.
So, all right. Just to recap kind of on what's going on. You guys had basically dealt with the shall we call them the
Assholes.
the
Assholes. I like that one.
carnival? You
The
dealt with them?
assholes.
No,
Okay.
it was the assholes.
Okay, you guys had dealt with the assholes. Hired some of them, worked with a couple people.
Yeah, we did.
Dealt with
We
getting
dealt with
John's
those.
sword back. Dealt with getting John's sword back. And just kind of getting everything all set up. You guys,
We made a large sack that could fit everybody.
no, we're not. That's not a real thing. You
I-
can make
I-
it, but it does not. I made a mistake. It does not work like that.
It'll double as like a group sleeping bag. It'll be fine.
Oh wow, that's bright. Wow, that looks terrible.
Will
I
it's terrible.
switched my Discord to light version so you guys will be able to see my face better. It looks awful. It looks terrible, but I'm doing it for you guys.
It's so bright.
I don't notice anything different on your face either.
Turn it off real quick. Turn it back into night mode.
Hold on. Totally forgot where it was. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah, that actually helps a
Can
lot.
we do light mode? Yeah, can we do light? Yeah.
Darth
Sorry.
Clayton.
Hold on. You could just like move the light, or move a light to be in
Yeah,
front of.
let me move my light that is in the ceiling.
You have
Clayton,
no
let me help you.
standing
Clayton,
lamps.
let me help you.
No.
Clayton,
What?
there you go. You can use my light. You can use my light.
Thanks,
How about the
John.
light
Here,
on your
hold on.
phone?
Wait, no, John, come back. I'm gonna full screen your video. How do I look now, guys? Do I look?
It is
You
brighter.
look brighter.
Everyone, quick. Phones.
John, you're gonna like kill your. You're gonna fucking.
Oh, my
kill
camera.
your-
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Just turn your
So-
phone on, Clayton.
It's already like grainy and gross.
Oh god. Light looks terrible.
Maybe it would fix mine.
It looks really bad. It looks really bad.
That's so-
Oh god,
And I use light version for most things.
it looks bad.
Wait, you actually use light version for most things?
Yeah,
You fucking animal.
I like it.
You fucking man.
So
I usually just use whatever the default is.
Okay.
we're
Trying to
working on borrowed
dampen
time
this light
here.
a little bit.
You're casting a spell that lasts an hour.
Which spell?
Is it
Enhance
enhance
ability
ability 1 hour?
only lasts an hour.
So, go time. What are you wearing?
It's 8,
Oh yeah,
8
you
a.m.
posted me the video. Yeah,
and the
you
date's
sent me
at
the
6.
picture for it.
Dress. I was gonna look at more dresses to decide if that was the one I wanted. I didn't end up doing that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we've only had 2 weeks. It's not enough time.
I didn't use a single day for that. All right.
When I try
Um,
to shape change into a mouse or whatever to play your pet, I can't cast while I'm in a shape change form, so I will have to pop out to do it. So if I like butt your head or something, make up an excuse, or I'll grab your attention as a mouse, and it's like, oh yeah, she has to go to the bathroom. So I get down off your shoulder and wander around or something.
All right. Sounds good. So are we going with the plan that you guys? What is the rest of the group doing?
Can we all order a table away from his table and get disguises and watch the day
I
from that
wish.
table?
I tried getting him out of the keep to do this, but he's like, "Well, I have a little place."
Can we all get newspapers and cut little holes in them and look through them?
Do you guys want to try the disguise route to try to dress up like dwarves?
I don't want to.
No.
No.
So
Can we make a stakeout?
no, they're in
we-
the Obsidian Keep. Remember?
Yeah, where
Oh,
This
they are?
house or
We're in
whatever.
Ground
They're just
Zero.
in the. They're in the Obsidian area. They have to go. We have to go through a gate to get through, and only dwarves are allowed through. Yeah.
And we already know that the Obsidian Guard is watching
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just play cool back at Yostoki's?
Or
Or what?
I just
Oh,
wanted-
okay.
I just
Oh,
wanted-
okay.
just wanted-
Okay.
Just wanna make
Yeah.
sure-
Why don't we just hang out here and have like a bubble bath and something?
know that
you guys
this-
are gonna be ready at all if shit
Oh,
goes down.
Well, we'll be bathed.
Well, how could
if
we get in
something
there?
happens.
You're a strong,
Yeah,
capable
listen,
young woman.
We can hang out nearby, not inside, not in the Obsidian. But we can hang out at like a.
Hey DT, do you have a second
Something
character
in there.
made?
But yeah, time for Swampy Merkin to shine. He will come in, a dwarf, and
Who's in here with you guys? Like while you guys are talking about this.
I assume this is just us.
This is all out of character.
Oh, okay. You guys haven't discussed any of this in character.
Well, I was talking in character.
Sure, we
we should
discussed
just chill at Yostoki's.
Well, I mean, I had
Gub actually said, "Let's grab a different table and have a bunch of newspapers." And
I like this. And then everyone goes, "What the fuck's a newspaper?"
Gub, I don't think
Everyone's like, "What the fuck kind of friend do you think, Gub?"
I think it's better to just try and wait out here or wait around.
I mean, I assume if we're doing a planning meeting, we're in the silence room.
Oh, we don't have to be anywhere. Remember?
no, but I think we decided we were going to start doing it because of the Obsidian Guard keeping closer eye on us.
That's fair.
It's just you guys are suspicious as shit.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
We
Once, if they've scryed on us before and they know us, then they don't technically need the collars anymore. If they are familiar with us.
Right.
So, what if how far is the restaurant inside the keep?
Hold on, I need to ask a question real quick. Have you booped the scythe with anti-magic today?
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
we haven't
John,
for the last few days.
John, roll me a will save.
Just start
Murder
Start out with
rampage.
a 1. Just okay.
As it like starts to change your form, as you fight it off. it
You're
goes,
finally becoming a real lizard folk.
I am just trying to help. If you want to get in, I can turn you into a dwarf.
You know what? I'll pass. I'm gonna say that out loud.
No, you know what? I'll pass. You see, like John, like struggle, or Solomon struggle for a second, and then go, "You know what? I'll pass." Then have
Pass
what?
somebody else, and I can send them in.
The scary man or lady, entity, said they could turn me into a dwarf.
Oh, I thought you were talking about kidney stones.
Oh no. It really wants me to attune to it.
You seem to be wincing bad there.
You know what?
Hand me to the goblin. I'm sure he
No.
wouldn't mind.
Shut up.
Well, that's not very nice. I
No,
didn't
I
say
wasn't talking to
anything
you, Bob.
bad.
I was talking. I
I
was
like
talking to
this.
the entity. Job.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say this out loud. When was the last time someone attuned to you?
It's been a few years.
There was
Gub,
this
Gub, I'm
really
talking to you.
keen. I was gonna say, there's this really keen. I was immediately. There's this one really weird human who came to the Goblin Tribes a while back. He just kept trying to hug us for some reason.
How long does it take to attune to you?
An hour. Well,
It
can
depends. If
take-
I really like you, it can only be a
can
day.
take
Yeah.
less.
That human really kept on muttering, "You look like children."
I'll use that as like a backup, but I believe in Corey and
Well, if it
Saluna.
goes south, you won't have any way to know if it's going wrong, and they'll be dead by the time you find out. I'm sure the Obsidian Guard wouldn't mind busting down the doors.
we'll be fine. Thank you though.
Famous
I'm so
last
excited
words.
for us to die and we can start the next game.
Aw, I'm not.
Famous last words, Solomon.
Yeah.
Famous last words. I'm so excited to die.
Not my last words. All right. So the plan is for you guys to go in on the date, right? It's not a restaurant, is it? Are you going to his house?
No,
Think
it's
so?
like, it's a he's taking. You guys offered like a restaurant and whatnot. He's like, no, I know a place inside of here that like serves the higher class
So it's a restaurant.
or a bar.
I
Or
thought we were
bar.
going to the
Or
servants'
He made it
quarters.
sound like we were going to like the kitchen.
Yeah, the servants' quarters or whatever at the keep.
I mean, yeah.
You're
He
going
knows
to
a
a
place.
dumpster behind a behind a fancy.
This is my
thing.
favorite place.
You're gonna like go into an alley. He's gonna pull out a loaf of bread.
Do you know
He's
what,
gonna go to a dumpster and open it up.
Do you know what this artificer reminds me of? He reminds me of fucking Frank Reynolds. Like just this really wealthy, just rich man. He's like, I'm gonna live like a slave. Just
He's short too.
I'm the trash man. Yeah, and he's a dwarf, so he's fucking short and stocky.
Sounds like you guys have thought of everything. I hope the mission goes well.
Okay. You gonna go meet him?
We have no idea what.
Spells cast right before they go.
Hold
That
on,
was
hold
a
on.
joke. That was a
There,
joke.
I'm gonna get something from Yostoki's kitchen real quick, and then I'll go.
You're just getting something. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying what it is.
You know it's
What?
there.
I know it's there.
Okay, sounds
Put
good. That's all.
Joshua
That's,
down, Corey.
that's all I'm asking.
He had to have it to make breakfast.
Okay, sounds good.
Later at the restaurant. Okay, I pull out what I grabbed from the rest the kitchen. What was it? A chainsaw.
Motherfucking chainsaw.
He
So-
made it.
A lightsaber.
Are you
Hurrah!
running to the Obsidian Keep? Because it's about a 40-minute walk from where you are.
We might have to
I'm
travel
fast.
together, and you'll have to boop him right beforehand.
Yeah, you can do that. If with that knowledge, if you want to get closer, we'll say you use 10 minutes of it
Okay.
to not like get too close. Where you're like, you know what, I'll cast it back here. We'll say 5 minutes. 5 minutes is actually pretty far for walking.
What kind of
Fight it.
animal would you want as a pet?
Please say
I
an
want you to be
earthworm.
completely unseen.
Rightio.
Can you morph into a gnat?
No, that's too small.
Mouse.
Yeah, a mouse or a rat or something like that.
Just
do
put her in
mouse.
the bra.
I could go weasel. I've done weasel before.
It's
Too
a little
big.
big. You've seen mice.
Yeah,
There's some prairie field mouse.
Yeah. Oh, well,
I'm
rat is on the list of things I can change into.
I'm going to I'll pull out some I don't know. We'll grab like a rock or something.
Okay.
And I'll say I'm blessing this with big rock, and then I'll put a shield into it. I'll say I'll give it to
Okay.
Corey.
Thank you.
Just think of big rock and use this, and you'll be protected just in case things go.
Ooh, are you wearing armor under your dress or no?
Kind of hard to wear armor under a dress.
No,
It's a
I
dress.
missed it.
No.
It's a form-fitting dress.
Because I have my I can give you a +1 to anything non-magical for the day.
+1.
Saluna has my like my weapon
Equipment.
stuff.
Yeah, weapon, armor, all your standard equipment.
All right, so between
I w-
Saluna and Corey, what do you want it on?
Gub.
It can't really go on Corey.
because I won't be wearing it.
Can't
Yeah.
put it on the dress.
Well, it can go on armor or anything really. Armors, weapons.
It's not armor or a
Doesn't
weapon.
have to have metal.
No, this is literally anything.
You have a +1 dress. So
I
it
have a
is
+1 dress.
your
Oh, a
AC
+1
is
dress?
10 plus your dex +1, kind of a thing.
+1 for dress.
Yes.
Okay, I have a
Plus
+1
one
dress right now.
So it's
Fuck.
instead of base 10, it's base 11 basically.
Does that also make his dress magical?
Yes.
So none of it's gonna dissolve as you run down the street and you're buck naked.
What?
Alright.
Wow. I don't know.
I-
When the clothing is all.
I go to that back door that he
No,
Mentioned
just
about
he's just gonna meet you outside.
okay.
Meet you outside the gate.
And
He is wearing.
Hold on. What's his fucking name?
Ah, the name's on the other foot now, Zane.
Gifrown.
has he ever said his name?
Uh,
Oh no, we know
he
his.
introduced
Yeah,
This-
he introduced yourself.
Yeah.
the in the yellow collar. He's Gifrown, but he is Macon. Macon.
Yeah. So
He's
fuck.
Morton. He's the Grink.
All right.
Okay.
Gifrown.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh
to
wait,
see
hold
you
on.
again.
While we're before we get there, just like when we're getting close to the gate, I want to be like, good luck, and slap her on the thigh.
So that's where I'm hiding. So suddenly 1 point of damage.
Rips the dress.
Yeah.
The dress is magical. It can't rip.
Yep. It absolutely can.
You
With
put
a
it
slap?
on-
If a horse pops out of you, yeah.
That's fair. That could-
What? Do rats have 1 HP?
Yes.
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 Oh.
Rats.
The dress actually has a high enough armor and HP that it doesn't rip, and he just gets squished. And my legs get crushed.
Blood just.
As far as Gub's concerned, he just killed Corey just by a slap.
He levels up because of the XP.
Corey, it's so nice to meet you. Or so nice to see you again. Of course. Is this your first time in the Obsidian Keep?
I walked around before, but I've never actually been inside. Just
Ah, well, this will be quite the pleasure then. Well, if you don't mind, like I said, I know a fantastic place inside. I'd be happy to take you there. Unless you know somewhere else, but I do know most of the places in the city, so I'll be able to make judge there.
there was a restaurant that allowed me to eat there when I told him I was testing for Yustoki.
Which restaurant was that?
I give him the name. I don't remember the fucking name.
Yeah, that's
we
fine.
never got the name.
No, I trust me when I say the ambiance that I have planned. The ambiance that I have planned will be ravishing
All right.
compared to that. If I had known that was your place of preference, I might have been able to arrange that. But please, come this way.
Follow.
As you do, a black guard an obsidian guard does come. It's, as you see, it's the same one that greeted you originally when you came here. And as you do, he kind of sees the artificer's slave, kind of looks confused, kind of walks up for a moment as he goes, "Business of the artificers, on your way. Stop staring and go!" As he keeps going, "I'm so sorry. These people are not used to a beautiful woman."
Thank you.
Of course. It is no problem at all. As he walks you in through the Obsidian Keep, as you enter into the large gates, the first thing that hits you is these bioluminescent mushrooms, funguses, lichens that you have seen this entire time are red. And lit in the center of the Obsidian Keep is a large statue of a dragon. Two curled back horns, but this one, unlike the other one standing, this one is crouched, leaning forward directly at the north gate, and there's a small plume of fire that's been carved in stone.
Well, there's the fifth dragon.
As you can see it a little ways off, being illuminated as he kind of walks close to it and takes a left, as you see a lovely little bar, as there are a number of singing and enchanting melodies coming from, as there are a number of guards and otherwise that have taken notice of a slave of a different race, but don't seem to pursue. As you walk inside, you're a marbled finished floor is reached. However, the walls themselves are this dark, dark black obsidian. As you see, altogether, you see a number of chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You see about 14 tables altogether, 5 on the left and 6 on the, or 8 on the right, as there's a large dance floor. As to your far north side, there is a bar, as well as a stage where musicians are playing. As there are a number of people in dancing and whatnot, you see a number of, just people. You see an elven woman who seems to have a black collar, who is chatting with a dwarven male wearing full armor. You see a number of other, looks like aristocrats or politicians, and they're just kind of heaviest dress as they are drinking, as you see a number of servants with black collars running around delivering drinks and the such. As he walks you over directly to the stage, as there is a guard waiting, as he walks past, kind of nods, the guard moves out of the way, as you are sitting directly in the far left corner, directly next to the stage. As he goes, "My dear, what is your drink of choice? Or rather type, if you do not know the name."
I say some elven wine.
Is that a sweet one? Is that, what is the flavor? What is the what part of the tongue does it make alive?
In your world, how does elven wine taste?
Well, there's a number of them. There are some that are incredibly sweet.
Yeah, that one.
Almost okay.
Describe that one to him.
As he goes, well, that's, you know what? Can we get 2 of the Barber's Brew, dated 6/28 of Caldor's year? Thank you. As the guard looks and kind of nods, as he looks over to the servant and nods, the servant goes, "Of course, my lord. It's always nice to see you." Excuse me. Yes. Wanders off. He goes, "Favorite kind of food?"
Mole rat.
I don't think you'd have much of it here, but the mole rat's not bad, and I've been meaning to try the scorpion.
Okay. I can do this. Is there a preferred flavor? We have a number of cooks who are magically gifted who can enhance the flavor quite a bit.
Please,
Cotton
surprise
candy.
me.
Bring out the
course.
umami.
As she comes back, as this waitress comes back and sets down just kind of a bottle, as she uncorks it, as he waves her off and kind of whispers in her ears. And she kind of looks a little startled. He's like, "Just go and get it. Thank you." Well, so tell me about you. What has brought you to our fine city? More importantly, our introduction before was so short. You had recently arrived. What have you done since you've arrived? Let's start with that.
Well, I come from a family of monster hunters.
Monster hunters.
Yeah.
What kind of
Uh,
beasts?
Uh, all kinds of crazy things. Owl bears, uh, griffins, anything attacking towns. Occasionally a fiend or two.
Evil kings.
My goodness, extra planar beings.
Yeah.
And you come from a family of these folk.
Yeah. I was uh, off on my own, and I managed to find this interesting town, interesting city.
And you're like a mercenary.
Um, I don't. Uh, I wouldn't call it that.
See,
Mercenaries are paid for their work.
so you do it willingly.
Yes.
That's quite noble. We do quite a bit of work, given the circumstances, to defer funds. My artificer, we work in the College of Stone, which allows us to manipulate tunnels and build homes. And he spends quite a bit of time to build homes for slaves and such to give them dwelling places that are not these tents and shanty towns. However, his reach is limited. It's good to hear that we share similar ideals in that sense. My master's work is my own, and it sounds like similar, although yours seems to be much more violent, but needed.
There's a great sense of pride from protecting people that can't protect themselves.
Very noble. And what would you do in a place like this? So let's talk of what you've done since you've arrived. There are many people who need protected, and given the current laws, they can not protect themselves. What are your thoughts?
Uh,
I
well,
apologize if I have pushed a button. Please let me know. I'm just curious to
well, I
meet. I
actually,
do not see many elves.
I actually had a interesting day the other day, protecting the Mayor Yastoki. He got captured, trying to hold him for ransom, and
Stoky needs
took
to
him
hire
right out.
more guards.
I took care of that. Got him
Really?
some more. I've met a couple people around the city.
People who are willing to pass slaves?
Hmm?
People who are willing to pass slaves to be able to station themselves? Are they of his house or of someone else's? Are they loners? Have they been purchased? And what
Uh,
sort of people would he trust to defend his manor?
well, it's people that I trust, and he seems to trust me, so seemed to work out.
Interesting. So what are these companions? I saw the small one, I saw a large one, and I saw a medium-sized one, and full plate. What of yours?
Uh,
What of your friends? What troubles have you gotten
Didn't
into?
notice the fucking horse.
no,
Yeah,
he
she
didn't.
wasn't with
He's
you
never.
guys at that point.
He
Oh.
both times that I've met with him, he hasn't seen the horse.
Yep.
I have met him. I was there the other day.
You were there then.
Oh yeah, you were.
The
'Cause-
first time you were
Yeah,
there.
Not,
okay.
not the first
Fair
time, but the second time.
No,
yeah.
not the first
Okay,
time.
you were there then. Okay, I thought you were off doing your own thing then.
Still what he says.
Yeah. I just talk to them as if they're just people, just
Sure.
other slave guards of Yastoki.
Of course. Well, this food comes out. There's a large scorpion's tail as the tip has been removed as it's kind of laying on a platter in front of you. As shanks of mole rat come out, a number of grains that can be grown in the dark come out as well, kind of made into this almost grit-like material. As he kind of makes these up, as he goes, "If you've never had the scorpion, allow me. How
Can you describe real quick before we get to the food?
Yep.
We're in a restaurant.
Yeah,
Right.
well, it's
Okay,
like a bar.
there's other people.
Mhm.
How many people are we looking at?
So there are you two.
Like a
There
dozen or like 100?
1, 2,
like- or
3,
like
4,
less than a
5,
dozen,
6,
dozen.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, there's over 12. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's plus musicians and waitresses. There's probably about 30 people who are here.
AKA, even if like 99% of them are level 1s, we probably wouldn't have a good time if we just tried to start a brawl.
Yeah. Wait until he goes to the bathroom.
As he goes,
Uh,
you'll have
so-
to forgive me. The how you serve the scorpion. My race is particularly resistant to the poisons down here. However, I do not know how accustomed you are to this, but the poison of the venom does increase the flavor quite a bit. Would you like to try it as it is meant or without?
Well, I mean, if it's venom, I should be fine.
Uh, well, it can also be toxic if ingested.
So it's poison.
It's poisonous, but it is mostly venom.
There is a
I'll
difference.
just say that if it stings you, you die. If you bite it, you get sick. Depending. If you want to go without, that's
That
fine.
should be okay. That should be okay.
Of course. As he kind of grabs it, as he pulls out these, like, basically
Uh,
crab.
Hold on. Can I? Can I make it my prey
No, it's not. It's not a living creature.
and then get advantage on the same?
No, you cannot.
Scorpions
try.
in general are my prey.
Unfortunately, not. As he cracks it like a basically like a crab claw cracker, as it slowly just
Can-
a
Can I make
small
him
amount
my
gets-
prey and then consider this an attack on me?
Good try though. As he
Sure.
just puts a small amount, just kind of across the top, as he puts it back, as he goes, "Please, by all means, dig in." As he's ordered no food.
He's ordered no food.
He has ordered no food.
Is this a large thing?
Fairly, it looks like it could be a shareable platter.
Okay, yeah.
Between the two. As he has poured a glass for you and himself, as he has begun drinking, and it was all from the same bottle.
Yeah. Okay. I take a small amount. I eat that, and
Right.
I
So
motion for him to take some.
Make me a con save.
Okay. Come on. That's okay.
Yeah, that is. While it kind of burns your tongue, like not in a like spicy way, but in like an acidic way. But as you quickly chew it and all the other spices and everything in kind of mix with it, the flavor is delicate. It's a lot like the texture of crab. It's very soft, and as it kind of feels just kind of every part of tasting, it is succulent. It is soft and chewable. It's just absolutely beautiful as it all comes together, and that slight burning sensation kind of gets absorbed by its own, meat, and it kind of goes away rather quickly as you swallow it. It's lovely. The mole rat seems to have been ladled with some kind of gravy. As you do, as he reaches over and he goes to take a bite as well, as he begins eating it from the plate.
He fails his save, falls over unconscious.
He does not.
I mean,
As
that would be so good
He
if he
overdoses
just
and
died from
dies.
eating the meal.
Someone else wants him dead, has poisoned him, and
Yeah.
is framing us.
No, it's just poison and we both die, and then you're
Yeah.
just as a rat, like,
Yeah.
uh,
I have built
mission
up
accomplished.
I have built up an immunity to iocane powder.
Inconceivable.
As he goes, you'll have to forgive me. One moment. As he steps up and kind of takes 3 steps back, as a guard kind of comes over, artificer. Just based off the dress from what you'd seen before, an artificer comes up. Yes. I know, but I have taken a lot of vacation time that I have accrued through the work. I was promised the day off. Now, if you don't mind, please figure it out yourself. It is not my business. If you'd like to roll a perception check to kind of see what's going on there, absolutely.
yeah,
You can
sure.
hear his end.
Can I as well?
Absolutely not.
With disadvantage because of how you're kind of stuffed in there.
Gotta get out eventually.
Make it. Roll 2 20s.
15. Okay.
It's not bad.
Sir, one of the seals in the southeastern quadrant has taken an excessive, or one of the seals in the excessive amount, in the southeastern quadrant has taken an excessive amount. I don't know if we'll be able to keep the connection flowing in that area. Well, if you don't mind, I have taken a lot of vacation time, so you don't understand. The damage is extensive. looks like
Southeast is where Yostoki is, right?
No, the southeast
South-
is the general mining area, as well as where Boslip is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yostoki
so are we in
is
South?
southwest.
Yostoki is southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, as no, so you don't understand. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. There are many people who can take care of this. I am on leave at the moment. Find another administrator. As he kind of steps back for a second and kind of looks over to you, as the artificer goes, right. I apologize. I'll let the Grand Artificer know. As he walks off.
Did he have a yellow collar or a red collar?
He was an artificer, like
Oh.
No
Okay.
collar, straight up.
as he wanders back. He goes, "Excuse me. When you deal with these kinds of things and handles the artificers often, well, they often come to you for things that are none of, well, if I'm honest, my goddamn business. Especially when I have taken time off.
It's pretty impressive talking to an artificer like that.
Well, he is simply an apprentice. He is growing, and I have been assigned to one above him. And so if he comes to me for questions because that artificer is unavailable, I can speak for him. But at this time, that man has given me time off, so he can go fuck himself."
Okay.
The Artificers' Colleges work slightly different than in normal context. As I'm sure you're well aware, people can treat you however they want if they are known slaves. However, in the Artificers' College, if you have power or information, much like in real world, if they come against you, even if you were to strike me down, my master would have this man executed on the spot, no matter what the laws are. He has given his full trust in me, and in turn, I bear the weight of his full responsibility. Except in this instance, as I have requested time off, and he was giving me direct permission to ignore these kinds of calls.
Okay.
But please don't let this spoil your dinner. As he wanders over and he pulls out a few coins and kind of throws it on the stage, a gnome kind of leans down as he kind of whispers as, right, okay, we can get that done for you. As he steps back, takes a seat as one of them begins kind of picking up a fiddle as it kind of builds up, as one of the other performers kind of with these large, almost war drums, just keeps a low poof, 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 as the three people on stage begin playing basically an orchestra. This soft and sweet and yet incredibly fast-paced just song, and it's very akin to what a tribesman might listen to. Somebody who lives in nature. It gives the emotions of nature, the solemnness, the aloneness, but the strength of nature. And as it builds into what for you almost reminds you of a beast coming into vision, it fades out of view. Keeps just kind of playing in the background as a number of people have gotten up to begin dancing. As he goes, well, while they're distracted, I promised ambiance, did I not?
Yeah.
Right this way.
By the way, with the drinking, I would not be keeping up with him. It'd be,
Yeah, that's fine. You're just
like
sipping. Totally
yeah.
fine. As he's not like downing it either. He's just kind of just sipping at it. It is a very, very, very sweet, almost mead-like quality. A very thick and sweet, not like a liquor, but just a very sweet, low alcohol beverage. As he takes you over to a door. As he opens it, it spirals upward. It begins walking up as it goes up to the top. Now, what you couldn't see from the ground floor is that as it opens up, it opens onto a balcony, and in front of it is the roof. As he pulls out a small stone and taps it, ding, ding, and sets it down as the stone sinks into the banister itself. As the stone begins to shift and form in front of you, the obsidian just begins moving as the creaking and rubbing of stone becomes loud, and as it begins shaping and molding, as this roof begins to form in front of it, the face, the long hair, begins to show up as it comes down to the eyebrows and the nose. It begins looking like you're in a mirror. As it goes down, it captures the dress perfectly. As it goes down, it has you with 2 axes in both hands in your dress, standing above an owlbear with your foot on it. As it looks like your hair is flowing in the wind, as he takes a small pouch and throws it out as this translucent lichen begins to form and quickly grow on the bottom to begin just kind of irradiating it in just a very, very deep purple.
I start clapping. That's amazing. Big old smile, laughing.
Of course. And when I had to borrow something that I will probably get in trouble for taking, but it's done now. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. But as the door is still open, there is still music that is irradiating up this stairway as he holds out his hand for a dance.
I join him.
Roll me a performance check.
With advantage because it is charisma.
It is charisma.
Hey, John, you're muted.
Thanks, Zane.
As he is definitely leading, as he has done this a number of times in this formal stance. And whether it's because you're unfamiliar, either because of the type of dancing or because of his size, you keep up. It's not bad. It's not bad. As you are able to follow his lead, as you begin dancing, as the visions of almost like wind blowing against trees, kind of as this entrancing dance begins to kind of take hold. As the wind kind of hits, it's almost like you can see it. The wind blowing against the trees as you're stalking your prey in the most intimate moment against maybe your first hunt. As these visions kind of pass over you. And then suddenly, as you're about to crest over to where you saw him for the first time, the music fades out and you kind of come back as the dance has ended. Not bad. It's actually quite good if I do say so myself.
Thank you. You as well.
Well, I intend to please. I do not have a lot of time, but the time I choose to spend, I spend it, shall we say, with my utmost passion. Now, may I ask you a question?
Well, I was going to say, we've been talking about me for a good bit. I'd love to hear more about you.
Sure, what would you like to know?
Well, you say you don't get a lot of time, but you spend it with a lot of passion. How do you spend your time?
Mostly wandering the streets, trying to talk to people, finding out what their lives are about, and taking it back to my master.
Interesting.
It is a hard job, and there are many battles where I do not sleep, as I am following the artificers, keeping them protected, relaying information, receiving instruction, giving them directive. So when I get time off, I prefer the slums personally. It's these people do not know the shall we call it the power in life. And I would have it to not forget what life was like before, or rather the stories I have heard.
In that case, I know a miner's bar that we could go to.
A miner's bar.
Yeah, cap out the night.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I roll an insight check on him?
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely. You spent enough time with him.
Listening through a muffled dress.
Yeah. So can I borrow you? In another channel?
Yeah, I guess. Kind of screw the thing up a bit.
Well, you'll come back to the same position, right?
Well, no, it's more on
We
streaming.
could
full
all
stream.
just take our headphones off.
Oh yeah, if everybody, yeah, just everybody, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, everyone mute.
Wave your hands when we're
Okay.
I'll make the Team America signal.
Truthfully, he doesn't seem to be lying. In fact, just listening, there's a quiver in his voice, like there is some emotion that he is trying to conceal. Like there's an emotion that's welling up as he pulls it back.
Mm-hmm.
As there's a slight quiver in his voice, it's like a man who is trying to remain like strong and with one directive, but is being pulled in a separate way.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's anger, sadness, whatever it might be.
Good to know.
Yeah. Okay, good duck noises. Good duck noises.
Way to
Well,
duck.
I don't have a lot of time tonight. I'm not against this another night, but I believe our time together is coming to an end.
Would you at least be up for a walk with me?
Sure. I have
Um,
enough time for that.
Okay. If he continues walking with me past
Like the gate.
past
And
the
then
gate
there's a
and where
bridge.
the
Bridge is
guys
like
follow.
just on the other side of the Obsidian. Yeah, just on the other side of the Obsidian Keep. There's a bridge, and then maybe 100 feet or so is when those Obsidian guards caught you last time.
Yeah, there's like an open plaza there.
Yeah, if he continues to, if he's still walking with me outside of the gate in like the watched area, ask him to walk me home. That is, I would tap on Saluna, like makeup. Can I make a is it persuasion for hidden message?
Yes, and then
Because it used to
sense
be
motive.
linguistics.
Yeah, and so hidden message would be in this. You know what? I might call
Sleight
it.
of hand?
I will call it
A charisma
either.
sleight of hand check, maybe?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Charisma sleight of hand. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, charisma sleight of hand.
Yeah,
So you get
so-
your
Basically, sleight of
proficiency
hand
if
with
you have it.
You get proficiency if you have it in sleight of hand. Otherwise, you just get your charisma modifier. But you do get advantage because Well, I'd say it's probably longer than an hour at this point, so you
Yeah.
would not get advantage on this one.
I'm just gonna roll performance. But I'm trying to be like Saluna. I'm get the others. Like run
Yeah.
ahead, get the others.
Roll me a sense motive check.
Sense motive. Insight.
Yeah, insight. Sorry, yeah, insight.
Well, I'll just up and enter. Okay.
Oh,
While
may not have given it well, but he read it well.
I'll say this, it is awkward. How you are trying to express it is very, very awkward. Like it doesn't quite fit what's happening.
Just
However,
be like, I wonder what Gub's up to. That's all. That's what I'll leave it at. After I
Sure.
tap on him.
yeah, okay. As you do feel Saluna kind of curl down and out the bottom of the dress, I would assume,
Yeah.
or not. Depends.
Out the top.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll scuttle off to wherever we left everybody.
Well, they all said they were going to stay at Yostoki's. Last we talked, you guys
Yeah.
going to stay there and get a bubble bath.
Yep. So I'll have to run like hell.
Yeah, you're going to have to
Yeah,
find a place.
We're walking and talking, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. Let's take a short break here.
Okay.
Go
Okey
pee.
dokey.
I'm going to refresh my water, and we'll go from there.
More coffee.
Yeah. Okay.
Get everyone else involved. Apologize for that.
You're right.
That's okay. We kind of expected something like this. 2.5.
You went
Where'd
up.
you go up?
1.
3.5.
0. Go.
I started it when you went 2.5.
That's
2.5.
okay. So, all right. So let's cut to Saluna. You sneak off somewhere.
Yep.
Turn back, and I'm guessing you're running back.
Nice and quickly.
So you're running back. Yep. Okay. So you run back. Everybody is having a bubble bath. Is that what you guys decided on? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, but it's definitely over by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Everybody is sitting in a towel
In front of the
With-
fireplace.
in front of a
You know,
fireplace.
Hot cocoa.
Yep. None of their armor on. They're just a hot cocoa tea. Joshua is bringing you hors d'oeuvres.
We are the most unprepared that you could ever find us
Absolutely.
Great.
Really,
you,
it would be the greatest time to ambush us right now.
You sent your gun off to Boss Lips to have it
Yeah.
polished.
Yeah.
Like it's so far away. The scythe is in Joshua's hand. Like it's the most
Oh my
unprepared
God,
possible.
Jesus.
That's not
Um,
unprepared. That's just fucked.
That's
Zalman's head is on the floor, but
Yeah, he's got to pick that up. Yeah. As Saluna, you come barging in and find them all with their legs up by the fireplace, with towels around their head. Why Solomon has this, no one knows.
He's wearing his helmet still.
Yeah, he's wearing his helmet with a towel around that.
Who wants to feel included?
What?
Are you
okay? No.
Is he dead?
Where's Corey?
Going for a walk with him, and I would have thought that you would have been prepared to come and help us, but it seems.
Oh
that
no,
you are
we
not.
were all in. If you guys made it out, then great. If not, well then fuck.
Well, I think he might need. She might need our help. So get into your equipment as quick as possible, and let us go.
Or
10 minutes later, you're all donned.
Well,
Mhm.
15 for them, I think, because heavy armor.
You
well,
know,
if someone helps
yeah, you
quicker, right?
and you start running back. Okay. In the meantime, as you guys are walking, kind of by the river, or this like moat, more or
In a
less.
van.
So, was there something else?
Well, I thought you would come in for just a moment.
Come in. I'm just going for a walk. We're not going to Yustoki. He's just like walking around in this area. Just a
Oh.
walk.
Just walk around the building for.
He's just going for a walk.
I was hoping you'd walk me home.
That's not what you said.
That's not what you said originally. What I agreed to.
Told you. I told you that you should have said that.
I did before sending
Luna.
Unfortunately, I do not have the time for that one. But if we wish to walk and talk, yeah, we can. We're in a more quiet place. Please, what is on your mind?
Got murdered.
I want to shag you in this alley.
Mm.
Well, I don't want to be a.
Do it for the bros. Do it for the bros.
Take one for the team.
Oh. I just started talking about like bullshit.
Sure.
Talk about your ex.
Yeah,
guys,
talk about your axe. Talk about your axe.
I want to know more about his family.
Okay.
Where he comes from.
He can start regaling you those tales. Probably about 30 minutes go by.
Okay.
You
Can
guys
I ride
are-
on a Saluna since this is a time that we need to be moving quickly?
Saluna will
I-
carry you.
you're
In her arms?
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
There's plenty of cushion there.
It's a
Yeah.
start. I like that wink.
Just rides on the move, just standing.
So as probably about
Just holding me
Yeah.
straight up.
It's not clutched or anything. It's just holding out like.
No, now you don't feel like hugging me. Okay.
so you say you have slain monsters.
Right?
Have you faced anything else in your time?
Well, every so often, people start
act monstrous.
People.
Well, I mentioned that Yostoki was a hostage.
I think I understand. So it is people who would do harm to those who cannot defend themselves.
Absolutely.
May I be a bit more precise with my question, if you don't mind?
Okay.
Have you ever faced undead?
Yes.
What kind?
Skeletons, zombie mammoths.
I'm sorry, zombie mammoth.
Yeah, it was.
Is that what lies beyond the portal outside?
Just a bunch of zombie mammoths.
There was some.
Jesus.
Um.
Vampires, floating heads, guy nailed to a chair.
Well, I didn't fight any of those. There were some strange abominations that I'm pretty sure came from the other side, but weren't technically undead. I start describing the sorrow sword.
God. Well, and you're safe in this city. Well, Romeo sense motive.
There it is. I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Okay.
Highs and lows, ladies and gentlemen.
There is a lot of fear when he says this. Well, safe as you can be.
Yeah.
I'd be scared if I was about to die too.
Well, as you guys catch them walking in between one of the interjecting or in one of the side streets that connects to one of the other main roads. There's nobody else in this as you see Corey and him just kind of walking in between a few buildings. Yeah.
We tell them at a far pace.
I didn't think we'd get this far.
I didn't think I'd be here.
Do you know who we are?
Corey,
Yeah.
isn't that your friends?
Hey guys! As I wave. What are you guys doing out here?
Deception check.
How far away were we? Did we like walk up to them?
No, it's more of like there's not really anywhere else to be. You're maybe
Yeah, but like
40
if we
feet
were
away.
like if we
You're like probably 40 feet.
whoa, we got fucking close.
Yeah, you guys are running like looking. There's 5 of you
Yeah,
well-trained people
but like
who know
we
what
turn a corner and they're in
It's
view.
not you turn a corner, you're running
Okay.
past and you're looking down alleys as you see them. As you're like, oh shit, oh, they're there.
Oh,
We lost the Roma.
I
The
thought
mole
they
rat.
were,
Have
like,
you seen them?
out in the open. Okay.
Corey. Have you seen the mole rat? We lost him.
Mole woman.
Yeah.
Mole woman. Sorry.
No?
Shit. Keep going.
Just
Just
run
run
off.
past them.
Yeah, run past. Keep going.
I hate you guys.
Think you have something you have to handle, Corey.
So after we're out of sight, is there a building that they were like next to?
There's a number of buildings that they're next to.
How many people are around this area?
You're in a main street. There's probably within eyesight. There's probably like 20 people.
What about if like we go down the next alley?
Sure. Maybe 1 or between 3 and 0 at any given moment who are visible.
Are they slaves or are they normal people?
It varies. Your collars do glow in the dark. Just
Okay. I'd say that we cut off into the first alley. I'm gonna try and get up one of these buildings and so that I can shoot down from above. Um,
Try and
was
throw
the
you
alley
up
that they
there.
were in, was that like a two-way?
it was maybe like 10, 15 feet wide. Like it's meant as just kind of a pass through to one of the
That's-
other major roads.
That was what I was
Every-
asking.
Every
Yeah,
now and again, somebody else will pass through those. Like there are a number of them though.
we need to close off the other sides of that alley.
Yes. Fuck.
How?
Come
I'd
with
create.
me.
Okay.
Giant spider.
Oh. Now I get to sit on you.
Yes.
Oh,
Go up onto the roof.
Oh, I was just gonna grappling hook up
Okay,
there.
it's Alaric and Solomon.
What do we even do?
I just want to get out of sight. For like, if they pass by, I don't want them to see us.
Well, you guys went into that alley.
Okay. All right.
Like I'm imagining,
big
like you've got the
people.
two main streets, and then you've got the alleys between, and you might have connecting ones down the middle, kind of a thing, like back alleys,
Yeah.
for night soil collection and things like that. So yeah.
I
We're,
will also remind everyone I gave you one of those beads of force, so
Yeah.
Yes.
We're both big people, so we can just like go stand on the other side of the alleyway and just stand there and have a chat.
You're gonna have to sprint to get around there before they do if they keep going.
We're
Okay,
going up and
let's
over.
go.
Go.
Yeah.
Maybe
It sounds like you
tell
have
'em-
something you have to deal with.
could you stay right here? I'm gonna figure out what.
Well, they just sprinted off. They're like,
Yeah.
well, shit, we go. Like they just.
I guess I'll say that.
You can. Yeah, that's fine. I
I'm also
apologize.
faster than most of the group, so
That's true.
be able to catch up.
You are also in a dress.
Whatever.
+1 dress.
Yeah, it's a
You're
plus
right.
stress. But I could be rough with that thing. It won't rip.
Yeah, you won't
Good
get the
job.
security deposit back.
Yeah, if you wanna grab him and ask him to stay with you, that's fine.
No. I asked him to stay right there. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So he stays on the other end of the alley, or like just on the other side.
Rush over.
Stick your head around the corner or whatever, see if you can see us.
It sounds like you have something you have to deal with. I'll be on my way then. It was nice seeing you again. Stay safe.
If I can see him.
Hang on.
I'm running after the guys.
You're running back towards the other guys.
I guess wherever they went.
Okay. As you do, as you're on the other end of the alley, Alaric shows up as he's like sprints on the other end of the alley.
How are
As
you
Goblin
today,
and the
sir?
spider crawled over top as as you're running back to the rest of the group.
I'd drop the form as a bonus action and polymorph. Go with the plan that we had.
Okay, you're gonna touch him.
It's a 60-foot range spell.
Okay, sure.
Unless the roof I'm in is more than
Yeah.
60 feet up.
Yeah,
No, you can
But-
cast it.
but you're gonna touch him?
Alex's question still stands.
Yeah.
Are you gonna touch him though?
Afterwards, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
touch him.
Does he squeal?
17
Yeah, that passes.
as
Does he know?
well, he has to speak and begin casting a spell. As Alaric, you see your friends come over top with these bright illuminant collars as you run around.
Well,
like
ours
they're
aren't
the only
glowing, is
thing
it?
in the backdrop.
Oh no, they are.
They
glowing.
are.
Yeah.
They are. They're green. As a Gub, you have line of sight on them. Polymorph didn't work. Selena backs up a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I was just going to polymorph him into a T-Rex.
Yeah. Well, he's still past it. It's not a T-Rex.
I know.
I'm going to.
Die.
I'm going to die. I'm going to.
As my action, I'm gonna stuff mush into my face, and that's all I do.
I'm going to shoot him with my grappling hook.
So
Okay.
we're going in for it.
Yeah,
Looks
we
like
got
it.
How many people are around Ox around this man?
In this alley, he
No
said
one
none before.
currently. None currently.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Luna has all my stuff.
Come on out.
Okay. He has grappled. As we're gonna roll initiative, as a large cacophonous goo, goo, goo spreads throughout the caverns as the gun is fired.
You mean he's not dead from a gunshot?
There's a grappling
Gun's
hook.
bulletproof. Oh, that's fair.
Wait, hold on. What
Now-
happened? I'm sorry, my
now-
brother came in.
You grappled him.
Oh, okay.
Now, to be fair,
Well, he's not grappled.
if
Right.
someone shot a grappling hook at me, I mean, and it hit me, I'd probably die.
That's fair.
Just a grappling hook sized hole in my chest.
Ox, have you ever seen a grappling hook in a movie?
Yes.
They
The
don't
spikes
make a
on it?
They don't make a boom noise.
Yeah, he's
But-
firing it from a fucking
That's
gun,
fair.
though.
That's
I
fair.
thought he
It's a
had it
propellant.
undermounted.
It still has to be shot.
To
Is
be
there-
fair,
is there
it is its
gunpowder
own
involved?
thing.
It's a spring-loaded thing.
It's not a
Yeah.
spring-loaded thing.
It is now.
I guess Ox did give it to you.
I cast
so
silence
that's-
on Gub before he does that.
That would have been a thing to do.
Next time. Not only works when that sphere, sound still radiates past it.
I gotta roll initiative.
Well, if the origin is snuffed, it wouldn't radiate.
Also,
No,
after
it
I
still
shoot
does.
it,
Like, it still
Does
works
it?
as normal, it just means they can't hear inside of that range. That's specifically what silence is. It, like, you still make noise.
All right, so if I'm talking in a silence, if I'm talking loud enough for someone standing outside of
Yeah,
it
if
to
you're
hear, they can hear me.
Yeah, yes.
alright. After I
So
do
you'd still be
that-
able to cast spells.
Can you let me fucking talk for a second, please? Thank you. After I shoot that, can I say to Saluna, "You're gonna have to help me pull. He's about to become a pinata," and that's it.
I can do that.
He just teleports. Ox, did we get a surprise round for this?
Yeah, that's your surprise round.
Oh, okay, two
Like,
people.
Solomon, like, everyone can go, basically.
Okay, all right, that's why I was.
Except,
okay,
except
all right.
Gub,
Yeah,
Saluna
because Gob
cannot.
went already. Yeah. You know, I asked that with a lot of gusto, but I don't know what I would do if I did get a surprise round. And now we're here. I didn't think I'd get a surprise round.
You'd strike up some chatter.
So, what about these
Oh
raining
yeah,
grappling
we're
hooks?
just running distraction on this side.
No, you need to get in.
Probably are gonna need to get it in.
How high up are we?
I more just wanted you to like block off the entrance so that no one else could come in. Fucking, I don't know, throw barrels and shit. Just fucking trash the entrance. I don't give a shit. I just don't want people coming in. and
Yell
being-
boom! Make it seem like you did that.
No, just say, excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna. What's in this alleyway? Is it completely clear?
There's a couple barrels and pans of just shit and refuse and waste.
Yeah, people don't like stepping into refuse and waste. I'm gonna slop it in the middle. Like I'm gonna like grab a box and throw it in some refuse and throw it in front of the alleyway.
Okay. You move like 10, 20 feet into the alley and do this.
That's fair.
Okay. Alark,
Just go.
Out of the alleyways.
they're about between 10 and 15 feet wide, depending on just what's going on.
All right. So, were you gonna bill him in, or should we grab him off the street?
By the way, he's about 60 feet away from you right now. He's 40 feet up and then like 40 feet across, so yeah, he's like 60 feet away from you.
I'll do the same. I'll just grab a bunch of barrels and shit and block off another
You're just
alleyway.
gonna start doing it on your side as well.
Wait, he's 40 feet up.
You're 40 feet up.
Oh, I'm. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I thought you were saying that.
No, I'm saying
that's
like
my
he,
choice.
unless you're shouting to him,
Mm-hmm.
that was geared towards Alaric there.
I gotcha.
So we're about
Okay.
40 feet up, are we?
Yep.
Cool.
Which means we start with Gup.
I am going to. Hold on. Let me check this real quick.
How much damage would I do if I jumped off the roof onto him?
A bit.
I'm trying to get him off the ground. Please. I am going to cast enlarge enlarge on myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to begin pulling
Okay.
Enlarge
so that I can
me.
get him off the
You
arrow.
move him about 10 feet off the ground.
Sweet.
Okay. It goes to him. He cast enlarge on himself. Roll me a strength check.
That bad he wasted a whole turn doing that. Boom.
I do have advantage on strength checks.
Do
and
indeed.
Saves. That was 13.
You lose about 5 feet of ground
He's still off the ground.
as he just shouts out, "What is this?"
Nothing.
My bad.
As we go to the rest of the
Accident.
party. Rest of the party.
Doug Lenny looks cute. Doug Lenny looks cute.
Well, I let it off the charge last turn. He's probably God with wisdom saves, but hold person.
23.
Yeah.
If he fails one of these, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
So it's one of those like keep throwing him at him and he
Keep
dies.
firing, assholes!
What did he say, by the way? I'm sorry, my brother.
What
came
is
in.
this?
What is this?
Okay, fair enough.
Idea.
Also, how did he guess that?
He's a Durgar.
Ah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Racial.
He's a dirtbur.
He's a
Brr. He's a bugbear.
Brr.
Hashtag cannon. Well,
He can't-
I'm done.
Can't he? Yeah, you can cast spells while grappled, can't you?
Yeah.
He's not grappled. He's restrained.
I'm gonna go after him.
He's restrained.
You still can cast spells when restrained.
Last
Nah.
I
Yeah.
checked, it was a grappling hook, not a restraining hook.
You're right,
God,
John.
got
Yeah,
him.
you can. I'm pretty sure you can still cast spells while restrained.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Ox, were there the people on my side? Since I'm still on the other side
Yeah,
of the alley.
people
Did
are
you
starting to be
notice?
attracted.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I'll tell you what's going on, and I'm gonna jump up on the barrel. I'm gonna preach to you the good workings of Big Rock.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion.
Can I add my religion since I'm religious?
Okay, make me a
I'm-
religion check then instead.
Yeah. Wait, what was it instead of performance?
Make me Well, yep.
Alright,
Make me
perfect.
a religion check. Or the other one. Your
Praise
choice.
be to Jesus.
Oh yes, yes,
Yes!
I'm so upset. I'm so
dude.
fucking
Do you know what's happening right now? That's Big
Rock's
Rock is
magical.
fucking. He's coming.
Big Rock! Big Rock!
Okay, you got
Answer your prayers.
Corey and Alaric left.
We're gonna have to have
Do
another
you know?
break
Do
now.
you know what just happened, John? Do you know what just happened? Gub's grappling this man. Big Rock just dropped the gun.
Big Rock! Where is he?
Solomon's very upset.
People are interested. No one is moving past.
Ox, I have a question.
Go ahead.
For silence, if I were to cast it on him, would he make a save or anything?
No,
I'm not sure how it works in this game.
It's just a boop.
Because it's 120 foot range.
120-foot range.
10-foot radius sphere of silence.
Yep, it just works.
Alright, yeah. I'll cast silence on him. And if I can, I will try and move to start blocking up another alleyway.
Okay. People are coming, by the way.
Not from
Alright.
this side though.
Okay.
Corey?
Yeah, Corey.
How tall is this roof?
About 40 feet.
Are there any like boxes? Can I like fucking Assassin's Creed this shit and get up?
Maybe
You're pretty
outside
strong.
of the alley. You could athletics check it.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
are
try.
really strong.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You get 20 feet up it.
Nice.
Oh my God.
After turning the quarter.
Yeah, you're back in the alley
Yeah.
behind Solomon. You're just climbing up the wall behind Solomon.
Saluda has my shit.
Yeah, I just realized I probably should
Back
have
to Gub.
chucked that down.
Gub? I'm pulling more.
Okay. Uh,
Don't do pull far, you'll get him out of the silence spell.
what is enlarged?
It's on him. It can't really get off of him.
I don't think it moves.
What
in
does
this
enlarge
edition.
do?
You can put
No,
out an
it-
object.
What are you asking me, Ox?
Hold on.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't work.
Action within 20-foot radius centered on a point with you choose. It's a point. It's not a creature. It would say target creature.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
That's
it's just
Pathfinder.
it's
that,
just a it's just around that aura.
yeah. So you can't travel with it in this edition.
Well, I can't pull him more than 10 feet around, so
Well, then I'd like to just have positioned that then, so I can get the most out of it. With that 20-foot
you can
radius.
you can target it like 20 feet up the wall, so it's the whole length of the wall.
Yeah, because it's a 40-foot spread.
So it's a
Alright.
whole wall basically.
that didn't reduce his size, by the way, right?
Silence, no.
Based on the wording of silence,
Oh.
if a sound did center in there, it would not leave it.
I know. I read it before.
Yeah, I'm just letting. Says that no sound can pass through it either, which an explosion sound would.
Oh, okay, cannot be passed within or passed. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It wasn't
enough.
cast yet, but
Yeah, he still went
Logan was
before
right.
you, unfortunately. But
That first
Fair
shot
enough.
still echoed.
okay. We go back to Gub.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him another 10 feet and say, Saluda, please, dear God, don't let me drop him.
You can just pull him. You have the strength to do it. It's more of the unexpected resistance suddenly
I got you.
is what threw you off.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him a little bit further, and then I'm going to
You do not have line of sight of him because you're pulling him backwards.
That's fine. I'm not trying to cast anything on him.
Okay.
Actually, could I before pulling him, could I cast reduce on him?
You would lose
Yeah.
enlarge, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, it's concentration. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay then. I am going to I'm just gonna pull him back 10 feet and
You can pull him up 20 feet. Last time you had used your action to do that, and then your movement, so you have
yeah, okay.
your action and move this turn.
As far as I can while still keeping him in the silence.
Yeah, he's 25 feet up then.
Yeah, sweet.
On his turn, he's gonna pull out a knife, try to cut the rope.
He's restrained.
Oh, he can't. Oh, so what?
Wait, no. No, he couldn't he?
He has
Just
disadvantage on all attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so DC 10 with disadvantage to attack the rope.
That's a 19.
Damage.
D4. That's a 1 plus strength. So the rope still stands, but it is heavily frayed.
Brick, quick, hit it with your hammer.
I was just thinking. I was like, the hammer's coming.
It takes a minute, unfortunately.
Oh,
Everyone
damn.
else. As the crowds have begun to gather on both sides of the street, or starting to gather,
I'm gonna go ahead and
Solomon
make-
clearly has them
Yeah,
beguiled.
absolutely.
Good enough.
Cora, you make it up. Yep.
So no, give me my shit.
There, kind of. It's in one of my saddlebags or in a pouch, so I can throw it to her easily.
Yeah, you just throw the backpack towards her with all of her shit.
Right.
I'm going to
Spend
try.
it whenever I have left trying to.
I'll try and hold person again.
Okay. Hold on. I have to check something real quick.
Is it a deck save?
No, it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
He has disadvantage on deck saves.
Yeah, no. Should be trying to hit him with a fucking cold lightning spell or something.
No, it'd be awesome is if we had
Counterspell.
that wizard that just. He's in silence.
It's only somatic
Yeah, it
for
is.
counterspell.
Yeah.
I guess you can.
Yeah.
Restraint's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just grapple, but
As
with
you begin casting it, as his arms, as your spell kind of seems to linger, as it just, as stone and rock just shoot off.
Third level for a
As
second. I'll take
He's just frothing at the mouth. Just looks like he's screaming. There's no noise coming out.
it. Yeah, well, he just wasted a third level spell, and I used a second. I'll take that as a win.
that's not a win when he has probably like 5th level spells.
Yeah, I know. So that's basically me done.
Okay. Solomon, Alaric,
I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to keep the people
Roll
from
it
this
again.
side to.
with advantage.
Please do 220s. I'll be. If you get another 20, I'll be so happy.
The crowd.
You're
is
welcome.
stopped.
You're welcome.
The crowd is now gathering, not for the noise, but because there is a preacher man.
If he rolls another 20, he kills them all.
We just get a whole bunch of XP. We just level off that.
I could not be happier
he-
that Solomon is preaching the word of Big Rock.
Solomon, you
So
start
well too.
from the origin of Big Rock. As
you can't
as
tell
the
because the
stone
helmet's
comes,
down.
you
He's
speak
crying.
of the vengeful God, but you speak of as you're crying, you're so upset, but everyone else is moved.
Thinks
by
it's
your
emotional.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just moved by your words.
Yeah.
Probably about 10 people have gathered. One in a black obsidian cloak has stopped, arms crossed, and is nodding as you're speaking.
That's,
We all have a bunch of devoted followers who will
That's-
attack on our command.
Yeah, that's now 3 natural 20s we have made in this city to promote Big Rock.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, guys, the Earth Artificer, he's a false prophet to Big Rock. Kill him!
Killer!
Alaric, what are you gonna do, my friend?
I think I'm just gonna take my turn trying to get away, retrace our
You're gonna try
steps
to
to get back out
You're gonna run towards Alaric or your other way?
He is a Lara.
towards myself.
He is a mark.
No. So you're on opposite ends of the hall of the alley. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
but
run
I'm retracing the
towards-
way we went out. I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna run that way. Okay, so as you run that way, the crowd begins to come towards the
Preacher man.
from the opposite end. They begin coming from that alley. Or
All
to
right,
the-
I'm not trying to run away. I'm just trying to get out of the
Let
scene.
me rephrase
where
that.
we're-
There's like 3 people moving this direction. The other time he gathered all the people who would normally run from this, he's gathered them. Whereas in the opposite stand, most of them have scattered except for 2 people are coming this way.
Okay.
Okay, we go back to Gum.
I am going to do a thing. That thing would be probably casting Grease
on.
Beneath
You
him.
can't see him. You're 25 feet away from the back of it.
Hmm.
Like, because you've been moving backwards, because that's going to be the most effective way to reel him in.
Yeah, you
Mm,
haven't been kind of pulling him up. You're just walking backwards.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
I've
effective
I've
method.
I figured it was that, but like I understood what was
So you
happening.
can move forward 30 feet and cast Grease on him.
No. Fuck.
Yeah, I know you wanted my help, but I thought it was better for me to hold.
No,
stuff for
no.
you.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is better. I didn't realize that it was gonna be this easy to pull him.
Oh yeah, okay.
I won't say it's easy. I'll say this. You're definitely getting some recollections of Merlin right now. That strength training is
Yeah.
paying off.
Yeah.
Or you're enlarged. One of the two. Definitely one of the two.
Definitely Merlin.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pull him even further.
Okay.
Will that get him out of the thing?
Not out of the silence. Like, I don't know. Like, tell me when to stop.
Okay. You can pull him up 30 feet. You can take your movement to move back so that he's 35 feet up. But he is enlarged, so he might be able to grab the roof. It's a question of what exactly you want to do. Where he is right now, he can't reach the roof.
I mean, I'll bring him 30 feet up. It's like,
Okay.
what, 3d6 damage?
Yep.
If he falls.
Okay, so he's 30 feet up. Okay, sounds good.
And then I will, I don't know. I will, I'm not gonna do anything for now.
Okay. We go to his turn as he's going to try to cut that rope again. Does succeed as he does cut the rope. As roll me 3d6, Clayton.
False. There is no noise, Ox.
He's still taking damage. What's false?
You made a sound effect. No sounds.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. As he cuts the rope.
Oh no!
4 damage as he. What's up, Anna? Hold on, I gotta mute Mike. 1 sec.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Fair enough.
Yikes.
How's your vulva, DT?
What?
How is your vulva?
Perfectly fine. Thanks for asking.
Good. I like checking up on my friend.
Hmm. Oh, Jesus. I am not set up for.
Okay. So,
Wait.
as. Okay.
Clayton's not here.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
happened?
He can hear. Okay, so he. Actually, sorry, he doesn't. He hits the ground, just bounces a little bit.
Real quick, he does have to make a concentration save, for enlarge.
Not because it's a racial.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just he's just a Durgar. He has it for a minute. Okay, he hits the ground.
That's not. I mean, I don't know,
Is that true?
but
Well,
like,
it depends on your thing. Like in the Forgotten Realms, Duragar in the capital city of Gracklstug can enlarge at will.
right? But if it says they enlarge as the spell, then like
It says for
tiefling,
1 minute he's magically increased to this size along with anything he's carrying while enlarged. Its dice is
If the Durgar lacks the room to become large, it retains its maximum size possible in the space available. It doesn't say as a
Because-
spell otherwise.
Because
There's
tiefling
racial
they can cast the spell as their race, but it's a racial thing, but it's still the spell.
They're-
Oh, make it roll. That's
Durgar,
fine.
I think, is slightly different.
I rolled a 3. Goes back to normal size.
Good.
As he slips out of the rope, as he stands up, and after hitting, it kind of has a short limp. He moves, 10 feet away. And that's the end of his turn.
Hold on.
20 feet of movement.
What's that?
I said he's only got 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Isn't it half movement to stand up?
Fair enough. He moves 15 feet.
Nice.
Thank you, John.
No problem, dude. be
Towards
nice.
not Solomon.
Step towards me.
Yeah. What is you have started running away, so you can't see this happen.
I specifically said I'm not running away from the scene.
Oh, so
I'm just trying to get out of the main scene. I said I'm not running away from the whole thing.
Well, you're just standing at the end of the hallway, at the end of the alley, then,
Okay.
as a crowd is approaching you, or 2 people are approaching you. I apologize. The crowd is on the other side.
That's a 90-foot range spell. Whose go is it?
Everyone else.
Okay.
Except Gub. And the crowd rolled last, so they go at the very end. It's basically Gub, him, everyone else, crowd.
I'll cast Entangle.
Okay.
Strength save. Which is
He's no
probably...
longer enlarged.
Yeah, that's good.
14.
Fuck, yeah, that does it.
Really?
Because I'm more healer focused, my spell saves isn't quite as high as everyone else's.
I would have figured it would have been.
14 is my spell save.
Healer feat takes away a lot of that.
Oh, I didn't know you got that.
Yeah, that's why I'm using my healer's kit and everything, and I can boot people.
He doesn't have to
Gotcha.
use spells for healing. He can use his other abilities for healing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, they're not restrained, but it is a 20-foot square.
Difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna make that a spike area.
Okay, so if he moves, he takes the D4.
And next
Yeah,
turn, I
2d4.
cast plant growth and make it.
You guys,
100
part of
foot
your
square.
movement, you can grab like a handful of axes, so like 5, as you move over and cast it as you're picking up your shit. Cast that spell, pick up, you're picking up your shit as part of that. Solomon, with advantage.
Double advantage. Roll 3d20.
Just advantage.
Another yes!
They all die!
Yes!
Yes!
Kill the heretic!
Kill the heretic!
Blood for the blood god. You can't get blood from a stone. Apparently we can.
John, I want to drive over to your house right now and give you a hug.
Solomon's bawling. There's just water coming out from underneath
John,
his helmet.
John, it's so good. You start to believe it. It's
Oh,
so good.
absolutely.
You're like, holy
I'm
shit,
so-
there might, and like the way it enraptures the crowd, the way it's invoking emotions from them, like you're like, fuck, there might be something in this goddamn Big Rock shit. Like,
Are we
holy
about to
crap.
turn Solomon into a paladin of Big Rock?
I think
He's
he
got a
might. I
spec
think
cleric
he
after
might.
this, I think.
No, he just would become an Oath of Big Rock
Yeah.
if he chose to.
I'd be okay with this. I'd be okay.
As
with being Big
the
Rock.
instead of the cross arm black robe person, they have their arms like down as they're kind of wiping their face as you're kind of finishing up with the way that he cradles them in their stony embrace as a great man was rolled into the stone, returned to the stone, and became the stone. As you finish up your preaching, you're like, oh fuck, as the crowd is like enraptured, enraged, and frenzied to do your beck and call. The monk, the black robed individual, definitely listening intently, is not in the same as everyone else is chanting Big Rock, Big Rock, Big Rock, Big Rock, as like 3 of them pick up rocks. They find him,
somewhere. They don't know where they got them from. You're pretty sure this was all cobblestone before.
Mhm.
They're not carrying cobblestone. They're just carrying rocks.
No,
You're like,
absolutely. He turned
like-
air. They turned air into rocks. It's one of his miracles.
okay. As we go to the crowd,
Glad.
what is the last thing you say to this crowd? What do you want them to do?
Oh, what do I want them to do? Oh, I never thought I'd get this far.
It's happening a lot tonight.
I know. I didn't think I'd roll 3 20s. Oh. So what's going on behind me? As they're like chanting,
Behind
can
you,
I give
he's
them
cut-
a minute to like settle
He's
down?
cut.
So I can-
Yeah. As they're kind of doing it, as you turn around to assess the scene, Alaric's kind of standing off to the side, kind of looking down the hallway as there's another crowd coming from the other side. He's cut the rope. He's landed on the ground. He's moving. There is now currently vines, and this kind of luminous lichen has begun to form as it's kind of sticking to his feet. As there are also, it looks like briars coming from it. He's moving away from you guys. Gub is up top, kind of looking down with Soluna and Corey. As that's the scene. That's the whole scene.
Kill the unbeliever.
No, because the robed man's there.
There are two. You can see two robed individuals coming from the other side.
Coming from the other side?
Yep.
Alright, so the way that they're coming from, I'm gonna point that way. You've given me your time. Now it's time to make haste. Go that way and tell anyone you see that wasn't here, your friends, family, brothers, sisters, children, about Big Rock and the grace that he has graced us with.
Just
gonna
make sure
all-
you do it away from this alley.
Just
They're gonna all. You point down the other side of the alley.
yeah, basically to like bum rush the two monks that are coming. Just the crowd needs to go that way, not
They-
the other way.
Wait, into the alley or?
Yes, he's pointing the other direction.
If they're
They're
coming
from the other side of the alley, where there's currently a spike pit.
I'm gonna tell them to go the other, so that the other way is just completely blocked. Like go the opposite way.
Okay, just
run
go down the
that
main
block
street
that
and
alleyway,
tell
yes.
everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
A
And
way to clear
disperse.
the crowd out. Exactly.
Okay. The other
I thought you were
two
gonna
are.
send the crowd to like trample
The
him.
other two are going to move forward. One of them is going to make. Oh, what do you want to do? Sorry.
I was actually gonna ask if I could do a sort of like an outcropping, but it's gonna be with minor illusion. Sort of like take up half of the alleyway with, I don't know, stacked boxes. Sort of make
Okay.
it seem smaller.
Okay. They can see it, by the way.
Well, there's only two people. Have they passed yet, or?
No, they can see down the alley right now. One
Also-
of them can. The other one can't.
Also, minor illusion is only a 5 foot, right?
I think it's a 5-foot cube.
5 foot cube. I mean,
Wait,
Double
like I said, it's
check that.
10 feet.
Yeah, 10, 15 feet wide, depending on where it was.
Yeah, I'd say at this point it's like 10.
Just try and make this not seem like the way to go down, like cluttered or something. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, it's just a 5-foot cube. So there's the other 5 feet they can walk down. I'm just letting you know that, like,
I'm gonna-
before you
alright,
decide to make that action.
I'm gonna do a really smelly piece of fucking garbage. No, it's not gonna actually smell, but like, I want to do blood. No, blood splatters on the floor.
Okay, just blood and refuse everywhere.
That is not what I said. I said blood splatters on the floor, not.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm,
As one of them is going to run and just kind of begin running up the wall down the alleyway towards him, as he's going to move directly adjacent to him, like facing Solomon.
mhm.
His other one is going to run past and flank him on the other side. Back to Gup.
Sorry, wait. Were they running past me or these guys on Solomon?
They're running past you.
Oh, well, then I want to.
Yeah, you want to slap one on his way?
Yeah,
on the
definitely.
bum.
I do.
Give him a
My
pat on the
cat would
butt.
like to as well.
Familiars typically don't.
It gets its own turn in combat, though.
Well, we've never used that.
They typically don't take attacks of opportunity if they're like on you. That also means they can't be targeted while they're on you. It's more of like you're getting the advantage and they're not exposed effectively, which means they also can't take those attacks. You can't expose them to allow them to take those opportunities for future reference.
your choice there if you want to like have him float above you, but it,
Oh, no,
it
I
does
will
mean he can
not.
be targeted.
I did not know that.
I am gonna have them. Oh yeah, you slap the first one. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep.
I'm gonna have them roll. One of them roll an acrobatics against the spike. Against the spikes to try to avoid it. The other one is going to take 2d4, though. You'll go ahead and roll that for me.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
The
My
D4
brother's just being a real thorn in my ass right now. And I need to just restart my router so I can just prove him wrong.
Okay.
I will be back.
Corey, can you make a spell DC? Or what's your spell DC rather?
There's no save.
He's jumping off the walls to avoid it.
Okay, but there's no save for it. Oh, well, to notice it, he would have to make a perception check to notice it.
16?
That would.
Okay. He makes an acrobatics off the wall to basically jump through it so that he's not touching anything during that time. Well, I was just gonna have them both like take that. What's the +3 for?
What +3?
Oh, Lark rolled that. Okay, gotcha. 5. So one of them is just gonna take 5. The other one is going to avoid it through acrobatics.
And it's difficult terrain as well.
Yep. They're monks, so they have pretty good movement.
Yeah.
They're double moving there. Okay, the one towards Solomon kind of just jumps over the as he gets slapped by a lark. He's going to jump off of the wall as he's going to land on the other side of our individual, whatever you wish to call him at this time. As the other one is going to just.
It's 2d4 per 5 feet that they go through it.
So he moved. Okay, so roll it again then.
It's a 20-foot cube for me.
Okay, so it's 9. So that one takes 9. Okay. So one of them just runs through as he moves in, as it seems like he could have gone farther, but he doesn't, as he kind of takes up a defensive stance on the other side of him, as the other one just kind of leaps off of the wall, landing next to him on the opposite side, avoiding the difficult terrain or most of the difficult terrain and the spikes. However, he has landed in it now, so if he moves, he'll take damage from it.
Are they in the silent at all?
Yeah, they are. One of them is not. The one closer to you is not. As I guess we'll take a short break while Clayton comes back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Because that'll go through the rest of the party. Or it'll go to Gub, and we'll basically start at the beginning of the
Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Jump off the roof.
Yeah.
Reaction slow fall.
Okay.
Just start floating down with my big parachute pants.
Yep.
So I am in the silence,
Yep.
and I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Who are you shooting?
The artificer.
The slave? Yep. Okay.
Slave, exactly. It's just, they don't really have to be worried. It's just some slave on slave crime, you know, no big deal, really. Pow.
The gun.
It's a hit.
Wonder if that would work. Slow fall stops you and you shoot the gun and you go back up in the air and you just kind of trajectory.
Maybe.
You ever seen
Um,
see the A-Team?
yes.
They're flying a tank.
As you really just move your arm as the gun fires, as it whizzes past one of the monks, as it hits in his, there's a blood splatter in the back of his shoulder as he just kind of, mouth opens as his head is moving, as his eyes track towards you.
Second shot. Yeah,
That's a miss.
that's okay. Oh, wait.
Difficult terrain doesn't impose disadvantage or Okay.
If he was restrained, if you failed the save, then yes, but not if it's a thing. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, his turn. He's gonna double move away towards Alaric, taking. So he's gonna take 8d4 points of damage, getting out of the silent spell and the spike.
And it's a difficult
That's
terrain,
Zane.
so
Right.
Yeah, he double moves.
So 30 feet.
Gets out of the silence and gets out of the spike growth.
want me to roll it or wait for Zane to get back?
Wait for Zane.
We can wait for Zane.
Okay. Assuming that's
Wait for
not going
Zane.
to kill him.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess. Maybe? No,
32?
he'll be alive.
Because if there's like 65 feet to the edge and about the same to the other side, I can actually summon Call Lightning right above the roof so it's not high up in the sky and be covered from the thing and just cover the alley and I could... Eight D4 Zane.
The artificer moves through your spike growth. I mean, you could just roll it all as one.
Now roll each one individually.
19, my friend.
And also, if he had DR, then it would matter. So.
That's fair. Rest of the party.
Not really, because DR isn't really a thing. It's just resistance. So it'd
That's
just be
fair.
half
Yeah,
of the.
it'll just be half. That's fair.
Okay.
Well, I've actually got two options I could do here.
Do one of them.
I plant growth so the thorns go vroom out to 100 feet. Run through that bitch.
Yeah, but that would also be a lot more noticeable.
Yeah, the other plan is Call Lightning. I summon a
Pick
storm
one.
cloud and just...
That would be a lot more noticeable. I don't think that they get lightning storms in this mountain very often.
Nah.
I also don't think you can.
Yeah, I can. I got room to do
Oh
it.
yeah, no, you need to be outside.
No, you don't.
The spell, fails if you can't see a point in the air where a storm cloud could appear.
Well,
Can't
if
see
you
point
are
in
in
the
a
air with
room
yeah.
that can't accommodate the cloud, it's got to have space for it.
Yeah, okay.
Center in a
I
point, you
thought-
can see 100. Yeah, it has to be 100 feet directly above you, or else the spell fails.
There is.
I mean, yeah, you could call lightning on him.
Yeah. Fuck. Hold person again.
Okay. 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only we had a bard.
Lower that by at least one. Great.
If only we had a big, muscly bard.
Yeah.
How far away from him am I?
You're probably like 20 feet away.
You know,
All
they
right.
probably would have gone the same way.
Do you have polymorph prepared?
I don't even have that spell.
The cleric did.
But nope.
That must be just.
So- My cat has something called flyby attack, where he can make an attack and move out without provoking.
Yep.
So
What's his total
since
movement?
I believe it, let me find it. It's either 25 or 30, maybe 40 fly. Actually, it is 40-foot fly speed.
Yeah, so he could move out, attack, come back to you. That's fine.
I'm going to do inflict wounds first level.
So you're going to cast the spell?
Yes, and the cat's gonna use the reaction on, I guess, if because it's part of the
So you're casting the spell, the cat is attacking, transferring the spell, and then you're coming back.
Yeah, it's basically just a range touch.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's not even a range touch, it's a melee touch through the cat, using the cat's abilities.
Functionally.
No,
it's
it
range.
uses my spell abilities.
Yeah.
Okay, then use your spell ability, using the cat. It's a miss.
All right, and
That is horrifying that you can do that now. I did not think of inflict wounds at a 20-foot range. Oh my god, that's I was very afraid. Oh god, spell's
But,
gone though. Scary as fuck though. Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
move.
Imagine
How,
if
how
I get
far
my
are the
hold
spikes
person off.
actually from?
You can move up to him and not get hit by him.
All right, I want to move as close as I can and try and block off. I guess he's. How
can be
many
adjacent
escape
to him.
routes does he have?
One.
Like if he's coming this way, is it
You-
only my way?
Your way. You're in front of him.
All right, I'm trying my best to block this alley then. That's what I'm using my movement for, to get up there and try and hold him as close to the street as I can.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. So you're just adjacent to him. Sounds good.
Ox is I know I'm close enough to get to one of the hooded figures. Can I get to him or no? I would have to be 30 feet. Yeah.
No.
What is that hooded figure doing? Does he have a weapon out? What's going on?
He's just standing there. As the crowd is dispersing, he is not moving and looking at you right now.
No, I'm not talking about that dude. Oh, is that the dude that ran past
Was
me?
on your side? No, he was the one on your side.
Oh,
The
you
one on
said
your
something
there was
about
only one on
ran
your
past
side,
me.
and he is just staring at you as the crowd has been dispersed on your side. He's just staring at you.
Is that so? I remember talking to the one dude that we talked to the first time. Is that dude?
Roll me a d20.
Yeah. Wait, is this a perception?
Just a d20.
Okay. Alright.
It is not.
Alright. I'm gonna. I'm gonna like glance
He's
over
not
my shoulder.
aggressive. I'll just say that.
Yeah, that's fair. Glancing over my shoulder, there's two behind me and the guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. And they're probably like 50, 60 feet away.
Yeah. And Spike Gross is in between you.
Mhm. I'll give the guy a thing, and I'm gonna turn around and walk into the alley. Not taking my weapons out. Super nonchalant.
Yep. You're just walking away. Okay.
Yep. 30 feet
Okay.
back into the basically
This-
up until.
Deception check.
Yeah. Deception.
Okay. All right.
I'm going up the spike
You're
growth
like
is
going at
probably-
walking speed, so
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
all together 30 feet. You're just
Yeah.
walking away.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
The other two monks. Okay. Roll me 4d4 damage, Zane. As they're gonna kick off the wall and they're gonna try to go up and punch the shit out of Alaric. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Why is this not rolling properly? This is upsetting.
It's lagging, maybe.
Does a 20 hit you, Alaric?
That actually ties.
Okay, so you take 2 hits, so I need you to make me a con save? Hold on. I really wasn't expecting this to go down like this, so you'll have to give me just a second.
Sounds
I
about right.
apologize. Yep. Con save, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you pass. Okay. As one of them is just going to come up and just strike you across the cheek as you're like, fuck. As the other one is just going to, as the third one just hits into your armor, you kind of step back a little bit. Yeah. So you're going to take a little bit of damage here. Nothing super crazy.
Don't lie to us.
So between the two of them, you take 9 damage.
Ow.
As they, as one of them just takes one large swing, hit you across the cheek as you just kind of hold it together as your ears are ringing. As we go back to Gub.
I didn't get a turn.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Corey. I apologize.
I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff on, and I'm gonna climb down.
Well, you can't get your armor on in time.
But that would just be an action.
Doesn't it take a minute to don?
It's light armor. That's for medium or heavier. This is light armor.
Okay, yeah, you take an action. You can jump down. That's fine.
And bonus action, I want to mark Gifrown.
Okay, sounds good.
It's a minute to don light armor.
That's what I
It
thought.
is? I thought it was.
I thought it was a minute, 5 minutes, and then 15 minutes.
1, 5, and 10.
1, 5, 10.
Shield is an action.
Okay, never mind. I just won't don the armor.
Pick up your equipment, your weapons, and whatnot, as you jump down next to him, marking him. You do take 4d6 damage though from the
No, I'm
fall.
climbing down. I may not make it all the way.
Okay,
not-
sounds good. Sounds good. Okay,
I have a concentration spell going. I'm not gonna.
That's
deal
fair.
with that.
Gub, your turn.
You're muted.
So how did Saluna expand the range of this thing?
She did not.
I did not.
She just
I tried to hold person again.
and is Alaric next to him?
He is, as well as 2 monks are next to him as well.
Can I cast Grease and get at least 2 of them under it without getting Alaric?
10-foot range or 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
No. It's basically like think of it like a T intersection, and Alaric is in the middle. The two offshoots are two of the monks, or
I understand.
Get
yeah,
me.
you know
I
what
don't care.
I would either get 2 and Alaric,
Alaric or
or...
one.
Okay.
Get 2 and me. That's fine.
Dude, I don't think you understand how much monks can do if they have advantage against you.
Well, why would they have advantage?
Because
you
you'd be
beat
prone.
Saul.
If he fails.
Automatically?
If you fail my save.
And evasion doesn't work for that. Evasion is half damage.
Well, I go before them. I'll be up anyways.
That's
Half move and stand up.
that's fair.
Grease me up, woman.
So do you want Gafrown and a monk in him, or do you want 2 monks in him?
It'll work out well because I can do a good spell for that too.
I want Gafrown and a monk.
You're within 60 feet, so it's going to get counterspelled.
It's gonna get counterspelled.
Mhm.
Does any see by who?
What's that?
Did any of us see by who?
It's getting counterspelled by Gafrown.
Okay.
Does Logan get an attack of opportunity?
That's Pathfinder, unfortunately.
That's annoying. I'm glad I have spells. Oh, I do nothing
Me
then.
use a 3rd level spell.
He did use a 3rd level spell for a 1st level spell.
I don't know.
He counterspelled your grease gun.
Counterspelled my gun.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Deck save.
Damn it.
I imagine it as like it came out, but then just like poofed.
As he is going to begin casting a spell, as he touches
Wait a
the
minute.
wall. Go ahead.
Hold on. Keep doing what you said you were gonna do. I just want to read.
You can be counterspelled. They are still spells.
I want to check. Like I said, keep reading. I'm not gonna say.
Okay. He begins casting a spell. He touches the wall to his left as a small doorway parts in the wall as he steps through it, and it closes. And stone wall appears as there are now in this hallway 2 monks and a Lar.
That's not how stone shape works.
It's not stone shaped.
I'm sorry, I missed what you just said, Ox.
He begins casting a spell, touches the wall, a 5-foot wide portal opens. He goes through, and it disappears.
Can you attack of opportunity him?
He does get an attack of opportunity against him.
Unless it's a dimension door, but then he doesn't. But yeah, if he actually is
Not
just
dimension
creating a door and walking through.
He's going to cast shield as he does this.
Does that provoke again?
Can't.
Nope.
He could.
He gets his reaction to do it. Or
But
can
it's still
he
in
use
his turn.
reaction?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, you hit him then. He moves through it as it closes.
Can I roll something to try and know what that was?
Yeah, go ahead. Spellcraft.
Arcana?
Arcana. Yeah.
Rock portal. New spell.
Who dis?
Called Pass Wall.
I have never heard of that spell before. Fuck.
It's a 5th level wizard spell. You can choose one choice of wooden, plastic, or stone surface, wall, ceiling, floor, or wall within range. It lasts the duration until dismissed. It's a free action to dismiss. Cast it, opens the doorway, moves through it, gets rid of it.
Where does it lead to?
Leads into one of the houses. Rest of the party.
You know what would have been really good right now?
Hold person.
An abjuration wizard.
A bard.
Yeah, right.
I'd say a bard would have been a lot more helpful. Those 4 saves that he passed.
You can't. Cutting words a save.
Oh, I thought you could.
No, it's checks.
Never mind then.
Rest of the party.
So they're in a stone dome, right?
No, he literally touches the house that you guys are standing on, and he walks into it. He like opens a doorway into it, moves the wall, as the stone opens up to him as he steps through, and then the hole seals.
So he's inside of the building next to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like this building's going down, boys.
I cast Earthquake.
Oh shit!
No, that's a 7th level spell.
Fuck!
Where's the
Hold
entrance
on,
to the building?
Hold on.
I want
First-
Lark to go first.
Just did he actually create a door? Like, is there a door into there now?
But until he dismisses it, which he walks through and dismisses the spell, and it goes away.
The
He
monks
closes the
get
door
an
behind
attack of opportunity against him too.
They choose not to take it.
Uh,
They do get it, but they choose not to take it.
So
was
you can
helpful.
dismiss as a free or bonus action, you said?
You can dispel a concentration spell as a free action,
Okay.
or if it's a bonus, it's also gone. He still has that up. But to end a spell, you can just do it whenever. There's no bonus action. There never has been for any concentration check,
But it's
Okay.
not a concentration spell.
isn't it?
If it is a con... Mm.
Duration 1 hour.
What's the spell?
Pass wall. He makes a door and he can go through it, but it's not a concentration spell.
I mean, it's like any other spell that lasts that certain duration. You can still cancel them.
They
Mm,
usually
Not
say
all of them.
you can cancel or you can dismiss this as a whatever.
Can't always cancel.
No. It says and lasts for the duration. It doesn't say you can cancel it.
Ends if you leave its area. Okay.
So it just straight up lasts for an hour and then poof.
Yeah, it was okay. So So he takes the opportunity. There's a 5-foot doorway to him.
He can close the door behind him or something, but
Yeah, he closes it. Moves on.
actually it's not even a doorway, you just open a passage kind
Like a
of
hole. Yeah. Mhm.
So okay.
My apologies. Yeah. Okay. So noted for the future, you cannot dispel your own spells whenever you want.
If they're concentration you can, but other spells not so much.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just putting magic out in the world.
I don't know
He
if that's the
could
case.
cast a spell on his thing next turn.
I was
That's
only
true.
saying it because the spell specifically says and lasts for the entire duration.
Rest of the party. There is a doorway, or everyone else.
I'm letting Lark go
Can
first.
can I cast knock on the door?
There's no door.
There's no door. It's just a passage.
Oh, it
Yeah.
says creates a wooden door.
Well, I'm looking on D&D Beyond and it just says a passage appears at a point of your choice that you can see on a wooden, plaster or stone surface within
Oh, I
range
thought
and
it
lasts
said
for the
creates a-
duration.
Yeah, fair
I don't
enough.
have the book near me, so I can't
Yeah,
even.
you
I can't
choose
just
the
check it.
opening's dimensions.
Like-
The passage creates no instability in a structure surrounding it.
Cool.
So you can cast knock, which does what?
No, I'm not casting knock then. If it's just an opening.
It'll be fine.
If it was a door, it would just open the door. That's
Yeah.
just the intention was.
Unless he was standing on the other side of it. But no, it's just a passage, and he moves through it.
Okay.
Didn't you just have your turn with
I'm.
Reese?
Nope.
No, that
Well,
was last
Gub
time.
doesn't get to go. It's everyone else first.
Oh, I don't. Oh,
And then the
okay.
monks go, and then Gub goes.
I'd like to cast Spirit Guardians, canceling out my silence because this is a new concentration.
Okay.
And But no, first bonus action invisible. Cast my spell. I'm invisible. No, sorry, invisible. Move near him. Cast
Cannot
spell.
see him. You do not have dark vision, and it is completely pitch
Yes, we do.
black in here.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
we
he
do.
does. Yeah, he
We do
does.
have-
Okay, fair enough.
We've been
He-
eating the food.
So as you move in, they do get attacks of opportunity on you. They just get a
Who?
disadvantage.
The monks.
Yes, when you cast invisibility, they do get disadvantage. They still get to attack. That's one thing I have been not doing. But they do get attacks of opportunity against you when you move away, just with disadvantage.
Okay.
I actually used that last week, my Sunday game.
28.
21.
Game where a
2d20.
barbarian takes 5 minutes to do her turn, and then just hits him. Just hits him.
Keep lowest one.
Super frustrating.
7, 16. Okay, they both miss.
What kind of barbarian? Please tell me she's like a berserker too, or whatever the one
Yeah,
is
the-
that's just like the normal one.
I'd like.
You move in. You move in. They miss you. You see stairs to your left that go up into the upper floor. You
Well,
see
I was gonna say before I even move in, once I get as soon as I'm out of their reach, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Obviously, the only people I want to take damage are the monks and the guy I saw before. Oh no, I can't see him, so I can't do that.
So as I was
Well,
saying,
no, you designate.
Oh wait, no,
don't take-
I meant I'm gonna do our group then. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyone I can see in our group.
So your
Sounds good.
invisibility drops.
your ability does drop.
Invisibility. Yes, I know.
Okay, so are you moving forward as there?
I'm going to move
a
into
hallway?
the house.
Okay, so
with
you're not going.
Spirit
So
Guardian.
there are stairs on the left, and then in front of you there is like a passage that you cannot see. It's basically like you're in like a little hallway. On the right probably is the main entrance. In front of you is like the inner living area, like the kitchen and whatnot.
All right, I'm gonna do the damage for the monks then.
I think it's when isn't it only when they start their turn? Is it when the spell
No,
activates?
it's when it first enters the
Whenever
area.
they enter. Yeah.
Well,
Or when they
So
I
wisdom save.
it's on their start of their turn, not when you cast it. Otherwise, you're double dipping, and I got that wrong before. If I
It-
recall. There's two
because
schools of thoughts on it.
Yeah,
When
there's
the-
a little bit
When
of
the
ambiguity.
creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So,
yeah, so it'd
it
be on
does go.
on their turn then,
So it wouldn't.
because this would be
Based on
considered.
that
It says
forward
a
movement.
turn. It says or. So it
Yeah.
would it not do both?
Enters on a turn, like on one of their turns.
It wouldn't work for forced movement, I would assume.
It would work for force movement, but it's kind of like questionable whether or not casting it.
I would.
Because they didn't enter.
Yeah, I would say it's when they start their turn. 'Cause otherwise, that's just an automatic 4D or 68.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think.
So if I
think-
were to, if I were to cast it, well, they were not in range, and then walked to them, it would then hit. Is what you're saying.
I would say it, but that's subdocs.
So you're saying it only doesn't count if they're in the area.
It's just because it says enters. If it said the first time they're within the range, then it would be easy.
But then again,
but-
no spell says that.
No.
It does. It'll always say enter for any kind of spell like that.
Mm.
There wouldn't be there's no example to work off of for that.
What about like wall of fire or something?
Well, a fire damages you when it's cast on you.
Well, that's the thing is what is the wording of it?
It's fair. We'll look.
Let's see. When the wall appears.
Each creature within its area, but it
Yeah.
doesn't say that for.
So I would say no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I would say when
deal
when
damage.
on their turn then.
Okay.
That way it doesn't just do 68 damage.
It is pretty crazy.
It's still good because at the start of like during their turn consecutively they always take that, but otherwise it doesn't, it's not 68 damage.
All right, I'll still cast that and move into the house then.
Moving straight forward. Sounds good.
Okay, everyone else.
Not monks. Oh,
Did the monks go out of my
Well, we
out of the
still have
radius?
John, you
Solomon.
muted.
Yeah.
John, you are actually muted.
Oh, yeah. The door's on the other side of the spike pit, right? Or did that spike pit get
I'll cancel the spike pit
Okay, thank God. Whew.
On your turn.
since
Okay.
they're already over. No, you said anytime. It's
Mhm.
it's a consideration.
Before I, Zane, you want to go? Before I go?
Sure. I'll cancel the spike pit.
Climb down. Well, at that point you can just drop. So
And I don't see him. I can't see him from where I am.
correct. about
Bonus
20.
action.
It's about 20 feet between you and the door.
Bonus action Slayer's Prey on one of the monks.
Okay.
Whichever one looks most hurt.
Okay.
From my perspective.
Sounds good.
And I will throw an axe at him.
Sounds good. Roll the
Axe.
attack. That is a hit. Roll damage. Here's your D8. Oh. As you throw the axe, he swings up his arm and it slightly cuts his forearm.
I'll do another.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Yeah. Okay.
And I'll use whatever movement I have left to not whatever movement. I'll move 20 feet back.
Sounds good.
Get myself out of melee range. Out of range of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be with it. You can be up to 40 feet away or anywhere within that.
I want to be like 35 feet away from
Okay, sounds good.
the monks.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna peek behind me before I start moving just to make sure that dude's following or not.
He's not currently.
Alright.
Although his turn isn't gone yet.
Alaric went inside the door or the opening that was there. How bad do these monks look in the robes?
They're pretty fucked up.
Alright. And
They,
Saluna.
I'll say this: they are heavily winded. One of them severely more so. As an axe kind of slices as he kind of tries to push the second one out of the way as it just kind of like lodges.
Gub, you're still on top of the building, right?
He's slow falling down.
No.
Okay,
No.
and Saluna's up there, or is she down?
No, I'm on the ground at this point. It's
That's true. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go into the building with Alaric.
He is moving forward. There is a left and right passage.
Who's moving forward? Alaric's moving forward?
Yeah, he's moving forward towards the center of the building. Left is stairs. Right is probably to where the entrance of the building is.
Entrance goes to my side or their side? Like my side of the street or-
the opposite corridor,
The opposite corridor.
like the one the Alaric came from.
Okay, I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna make the left and go down
Okay.
not the stairs, but the
Yep,
entrance.
you move down and you turn. As you turn
Mhm.
to the left, you see an open door.
I mean, I can double move if that
Yeah,
helps.
that's you. That's you getting.
That's my double move to get there. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Alright. Wait, when I get there, can I? Oh, an open door doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna. Does it look like it was carefully opened? Does it look like it was wildly?
There
swung
was a
open?
gunshot above it like 12 seconds ago.
Okay.
that was like 30 seconds ago.
It's been 4 rounds.
This was somebody's house, isn't it?
Yes.
This is just some fuckshit's house.
And you've just converted them to Big Rock.
No,
If they were in the crowd, yes.
that's fair. Okay. It's my turn.
Okay. Anyone else? No,
Luna's
we
still
go.
gotta go, right?
Yeah, I still got to go, but fuck, I didn't really pick spells for this. I'm hoping Gub pays attention. I'm gonna jump off the roof.
That's 46 damage.
I'll cast.
Gub's
Feather.
not on the. Oh, okay,
I
gotcha.
can. It's 60 feet. I can just cast it.
Yeah,
if I
you cast
first
Featherfall
one.
on him.
Can
I'll
I?
say 5 feet or movement. He cast it like right as you land.
Wee. I'm assuming one of those guys.
Are you wearing pants?
That's true.
Probably not.
What clothes are you wearing?
My normal gear that I've got, kind of the breastplate and my cloak that I'm wearing.
Actually, so you have saddlebags, right?
Yes.
The saddlebags just puff up full air and. Like, no matter what, whenever I cast a spell on anyone, it always comes from the lower half, and it always flips you upside down as you're falling. Like, you're just... That's how it happens. I'm sorry, it's a kink, but I'm also not going to get rid of it.
It's a kink, you say?
I am not a cat. I do not land on my feet, apparently.
You land on your side, you get up. 5 feet of your movement to jump
Okay.
down 40 feet.
I move inside the room.
You see Alaric in front of you, and you see a left and right passage. Alaric is not on the right passage because he's moved too far.
I've got one thing that I could probably try if he's within range.
Okay.
I cast Detect Magic.
What's the range on it? And don't you have to have visual sight of it?
It's 30 feet.
It's a
And it's an
30 feet.
aura, remember?
Yeah. But
You
it
do not
is
have to have
blocked
sight on
by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So it depends
I'll
on
say
how
the-
thick the walls are. If they were stone.
Say when you enter, you're dealing with a stone building.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. I'll say that before you cast the spell.
Okay. I had that prepared just in case there are traps or something like that, and I might have needed it.
I'll
I'll-
say this: if he's not in visual range of you, he's probably blocked by the stone.
Okay.
You can still cast it and find out. I'm just
Well,
giving you that information.
fuck me.
You got another 20 feet of movement.
Actually, I got 30. I've got a 40-foot movement speed.
Okay.
I'll go upstairs.
Okay. And then action.
Then I'll cast the spell, see if I can detect him upstairs or something.
You see an aura of illusion magic in front.
Okay. That is good to know. If I still can, it's like, up here, guys.
Okay. Gub, your turn.
I guess I will, I don't really like the idea of going into this building and possibly having to deal with, someone fucking with me. Oh, I have one more. Wait. Oh no, that's not true. I kind of don't know. Oh, I'll just attack the monks, I guess. I'll shoot one of the monks.
Go ahead and roll the attack. The one that Corey hit or the other one?
Actually, I'm not sure if I want to do that because it's going to be loud.
Silence is gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need a silencer on your gun.
I do not have one.
We should sort that
Yep.
out.
Gub is not a man to hide.
Do you have any other weapons?
My grappling hook's down here, right?
The rope's been cut. I'll say it's an action to retie it.
Yeah, I'll load up the old grappling hook
Okay, action.
and I will. Is it possible to use my grease gun again, or is it just out of commission now?
No, it's just dispelled that one instance. If you have more uses of the spell, you can absolutely cast it.
Okay. Then no.
Because you cast Grease Gun like the spell, he dispelled it, so it's gone. So if you have more use of the spell, you can use it again. Otherwise, you're
I
just
only
done.
get one use per day. Okay. I think I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I can't really do too much. I'll try and get a little distance between the monks.
Okay. Like moving
I
towards
can.
the other alley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds good. As the illusion spell moves outside of the 30 feet of range, and that's all he can see.
Wait, you said he was right next to Saluna, right?
He's up top. He's above the floor.
Well, yes, you said he was
Is
right next to Saluna, right? So Saluna should get an attack of opportunity.
Well, he's not right next to it. He can see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said it was right in front of
He
Saluna.
can just see the illusion aura as he turns a corner and he's gone.
Hey, Axe. Just real quick question. Was there any sort of rooftop entrance?
There is not a rooftop entrance.
Okay. That's all.
He's not gonna like show up on the roof or anything. No, there's not like a It's not like a classic like skyscraper.
I start grabbing the rocks. Going back up.
This guy probably could. Like, if he could cast that bloody spell again.
That's true. He
Just
lost
gonna
line of
cast
sight with
another
Saluna.
Wait, did you mark him as your
Switched.
prey? Oh, you
Switched to
did.
someone
damn
else.
it.
That's not the one that I can track through easily.
Oh,
Hunter's mark that I could track through.
okay.
He
I
wanted
have,
to be able to do more
Slayer.
damage.
Well, they both do it. It's just I was doing one before the other.
Is it our turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go after him?
You can. As you
Get
see a
after
window.
him.
Mm-hmm. Is it open?
As you
Wait, what did the monks do?
Oh fuck! They punch Alaric. No,
Oh.
Alaric moved in. Start of their turn. Wisdom save.
Yes. For half.
One of them's gonna run. One of them's not. They both rolled a 15. Well, 15 or higher. One of them rolled a 19. One of them 15.
My DC's only
So half
14. Yeah.
damage.
So half damage. Okay.
And if they're in it, they are half movement as well.
Okay. The one that is heavily damaged is going to move towards Corey. Not able to. They have 40 feet. You move 35 feet away. Double move towards Corey. The other one's just going to double move out of the alleyway and book it. Try to leave. So he's not in visual range. The other one that is damaged is moving towards Corey and gets adjacent to her. That's it.
The one next to me is marked, or the one
Yes,
not marked.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one you fucked up earlier.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's mark him as a spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack again.
Okay, go ahead. Are you just meleeing him then?
Mhm.
Okay. That is those
Jesus
those are both
Christ.
hits. Yep.
Get plus
That's
11
a
even
lot
on your
of
melee.
damage.
I got a
It-
belt that fucked up my strength real big.
Oh, that's right.
Fucked up my strength real big.
Yep.
Okay. As the first one hits him, as the second one hits him, lodges in between two of the ribs and just cuts
Sorry, kid.
into it as he
Looked like it was a bad day to quit amphetamines.
just stops
You saw it?
breathing as you pull it out as he just slumps to the ground.
I'm sorry, kid. Didn't seem bad. As I move towards the others with my 35.
Okay, you move inside. You have front, left, right. You heard upstairs because you're past perception, so you
Well,
start.
because I
moving
moved
upstairs.
35. I moved so far away. I'd probably only get to the entrance.
Yeah, that's fair. You're inside and you start moving upstairs. That's it.
Somebody else.
Yeah, Solomon.
Oh, I guess since I went the wrong way, I'll go to where Saluna was yelling.
Saluna, as you move, do you want to shout anything?
Yeah, kind of looking. The window's open, is it?
It is not.
My detect magic is concentration for 10 minutes, so
Correct, but it's only 30 feet.
I'll would have run down the end of the hallway.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Any other rooms or anything?
You can run into the other room. There is no aura.
Can we just leave, guys? Clearly, Ox doesn't want us to succeed, so.
It's not that.
No, I've got an idea, like, but let me just check a spell. Da, 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 da. Can I? No, I think I need to be able to see it. Dispel magic. Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. So, I've seen Alaric. Like, I know this guy is a stone user. I've seen him manipulate stone. I've seen Alaric meld into stone. So I was gonna
Yep.
try boop that and see, like, but without knowing where to fire the spell, that's a bit hard.
Correct.
Although detect magic doesn't detect where that spell was cast, does it?
If that was the spell that was cast, there would be a point of origin.
And there is no point of origin.
Past, there's nothing. There's no magical aura that's coming from upstairs. At least not in what you've searched, which is basically all of it.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Screw the magical aura outside. Let's go just help what's his name place his orb. Let's screw this quest. Fuck.
Am I understanding this right? So Saluna had detect magic and she had the aura upstairs.
She lost line of sight on him. Something happened.
Was it because he moved or
He moved, she lost line of sight,
He
and
went around the corner.
that's the end of it. That's the end of what she's got. Then she moved to where she saw him move. There's no magical. She passed a window that is closed.
I look out the fucking window to see if he closed it behind him. Basically. There's my action. Open the window, stick my head out.
Okay. Perception check?
If he's like this against the fucking wall outside, I'm gonna laugh.
He is the window.
the window's a mimic and it bites your head off?
20.
There is a conjuration aura that is slowly fading as it's moving past the window and moving towards one of the other rooftops on the other side of its main street.
Spell magic.
You used your action to open the window.
It's not part of a move action? You can open a door as part of a move action.
That's fair. It's more of it's about 200 feet away.
Fuck, he's moving fast.
It's just some random guy. It's not. It has nothing to do with
Read
With
the
that guy.
spell. Roll me a knowledge arcana.
Yeah, because I'm great at that. I got no idea.
You do.
Huh.
It's Dimension Door.
Ah.
Which is a range of 500 feet.
Yes.
200 feet in a place you can see, or a place you can visualize within 500 feet of you. So he either went directly across, or he went to another place he had been to that he could visualize within 500 feet of his current standing location when he cast the spell.
Well, fuck. I think he is gone now. I can't quite get him. Well then, now we gotta go bunker down and hide because we're gonna have the whole fucking city after us.
No, I think we find him and kill him, or we.
Well,
Or
he's
we-
that way then. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, that's really all we can do at this point, isn't it?
Okay. Saluna goes. Alaric, have you gone?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Alaric.
Can I move so that I clip the monk with my thing?
Absolutely. So at the start of his turn, he'll take the damage.
No, he takes damage when he enters it.
When he is considered entered it. So it's at the start of his turn, or when he moves through it. You can't make him you can't force him to take it twice. Basically,
But
your
it,
turn
it,
ends.
it says on a turn. It says on a turn and then starting your turn. Are we just ignoring the first half of the spell then?
Oh my god. Ooh.
Well, that's,
Hold on.
you're ignoring half of the conditions.
I would say he's moving into it. Like
If
he's.
you are
entering
neutral good, the
it.
spectral appears. You are evil, it appears as fiendish. When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see. An affected creature speed is halved in the area when the creature enters. Yeah, it's when it's in his turn. It only says when he enters, which means he moves into the spell's range, so he's moving through it, or the first, or on his turn.
So why does it word it as on a turn instead of on his turn?
But it starts with when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn. Or starts its turn there. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm going to do some more research into that, but I really do think it's only, it's not intended to proc twice around.
So why would it say on a turn and not on their turn? Why does it specify two different scenarios? Why not just say the one and get it done? Why put the two in there?
Just quickly googling it, looking at Spirit Guardian, Jeremy Crawford. But like someone asks him, a PC can dash and move Spirit Guardians 15-foot radius, 60 feet, hitting dozens of enemies, blah blah blah. Keep in mind that the spell forces a creature to save only once per turn, and the cleric has to maintain concentration. So it is, if you're moving through a shitload of enemies, you're lighting them up as you go. So
it is when you cast it, and then also when they take it.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing: the other guy,
it can only be once per turn, so you can't 5 feet, get him in, out, shake it all about, kind of a thing.
Okay. So it is technically, if you cast it within range, it is 40 or 68.
They take it, and on the start of their turn, they
should
take it again.
say Is the first time a creature enters in a round rather than.
Does it
Yes.
say in a round?
No,
It
it's
says
the
on
turn.
a turn. It is
says
per
on a
turn.
So-
Okay,
It does
yeah,
say
then-
in a round.
So you
basically.
cannot see him currently. You'd have to exit the main door to hopefully hit him because he's not in the alleyway anymore. He's begun to leave, and you cannot see him. You're guessing if he took a right or a left.
You're just changing things.
He ran out the alley. The other one left. The other one is dead. The other one ran
dead, one
away.
booked it.
Why did you say one moved towards me and then?
You know what?
No, that it moved within range and took damage from him.
As
Yeah,
it was
correct.
running
And then-
out into the
and-
alley.
Correct, because I said one ran towards Corey, and one ran away.
Yeah, but why would it take damage if I cast it from inside?
Because it started its turn, and it's within the range of it.
Oh, so it wouldn't even take damage.
It started its turn there.
No, I'm saying it wouldn't take damage from him running past. Because if we're going off of the new rule of it can only proc once per round.
Yeah, so on his turn,
I
if he
thought we
runs
just
out the
clarified it's once per turn.
correct, so if he runs out the entrance and he has moved that way, then if he is within the range, he will take the damage. Otherwise, if he took the right, he will not take the damage.
Yes.
He as Logan had no way to know which direction that character specifically ran. So I'm giving him that information so he can decide what he wants to do.
I will double move up the stairs towards the way Saloon went.
Okay. So the other monk has left the combat zone.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be annoying. It's just that.
No. I'm more letting you.
It's
clarifying.
a stupidly worded spell.
It is. So basically once a round. So if everyone grappled him and just moved him around, you could just make him take damage on everyone's turn. That's what I'm calling it. That's probably what it's going to stay. You move upstairs to Saluna. John.
Yeah, I sent
Go
you a
ahead.
message.
I quit.
I can I can probably do that if you're willing to.
No, you.
What? Let me rephrase. This can be done.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know.
The time is of the essence, and my range is limited.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back out in the alley. Since I'm close enough if I double move. Does anyone have any ideas where this thing went? Where this guy
As he
went?
shouts out. Go ahead.
I'm upstairs. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I went out in the alley with because Corey's out in the alley,
He's
right?
still shouting, and there's an empty
Yeah.
doorway downstairs.
fair enough. He went that way.
You can't see him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Corey.
Where?
Oh, Corey doesn't
I'll
know.
stick my head out.
Who
the
was
window.
that? Who said that?
What's he pointing at?
That's the other direction.
Can I just
they're
describe
in the
whatever
side.
direction he's pointing at?
Can you tell him if he's pointing east, west, north, or south?
East.
What's the plan
So
if he gets
East.
away?
Leave the city.
We
We
have
failed and we leave.
we kind of have one option left, and I take the sheath off the scythe. It said it can find him and kill him. Do we trust it enough? And I got like seconds, so like
Oh,
I want to do it, but I don't want to do it if you guys think it's a bad idea.
Don't worry. I'll kill you if you get out of control.
That's
Solomon.
right. Big Rock protect, Gub.
Big Rock. That was a beautiful sermon you did.
All right, I don't have
Big
time.
Rock-
I don't have time. And as I say, Big Rock protect, I'm gonna grab it and like.
As you,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
it whips around you,
Mhm.
as it does like a full rotate, as you,
Mhm. Nice.
as that lets it attune to you. How many
Yeah.
attunement slots do you currently have?
I'd have to get. I have the 2 rings, the suit of armor, and the sword.
rings only count as one.
Okay, I have the ring, the suit of armor, and
Yeah,
the sword.
flint and steel is 1. Okay, so this is your 3rd.
This is my 4th.
You got to drop
My
1.
4th. Yeah, I'll drop the rings for right
Okay.
now.
Flint and steel is gone.
Mhm.
We're gonna take a short break here.
Okay.
So the sword lied, or the scythe lied. It's in an hour.
This is a
Yeah,
forced
but
attune,
but
I
this
think.
this is exactly yeah. This is time is of the essence, so it doesn't take an hour.
This is Solomon's anus is gonna prolapse afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
exactly.
is the world's over.
I'm gonna use
Hi,
the
world.
bathroom.
As you go, fuck. As you spin it around and grab it,
Mhm.
fully giving it, as opposed to slowly accumulating. You're just like, just do what you have to do.
Yeah.
As you grab the scythe,
And nothing more.
as your eyes just
Mhm.
you wide over. You. It's like you just passed. As Solomon, in the flash of a moment, a black mist raises up towards the building, casts over the roof, and is gone. Solomon is gone. As Solomon, lightning. As you see standing before you
Lightning sounds.
is a long pathway of stone.
You're gonna be big rock.
As you begin walking towards it, the rains and winds beat against your helmet. As they get into it, as the amount of rain is smattering into your helmet as you can't see from the small eye slits. So you're having to remove your helmet so you can kind of see, putting up your arm to defend it. You can see a large circle at the end of this stone, and before you, a wispy form of a large, muscular dwarf in hides, scars riddling his body, his face marred with battles past, a large beard, as he says,
I have been watching you. The weapon that you hold it is evil incarnate, but it is powerful. I understand the allure of it. When I wielded it, I was not strong enough to resist it, and laid waste to many, many men. Now forever I am bound to its destiny, to thwart it. I do hope that you can resist. Keep those who are close to you even closer.
you have the opportunity to speak, Solomon.
Who was that talking to me? Was that the scythe? Is there someone in the scythe? Is it you?
I am one of its previous wielders, many years ago. There have been ones before me, not particularly many after, that have been able to wield its true power.
Do you know the vampire who had it before you or after you?
I have seen him, but I do not know him.
Who made the scythe?
Say it.
I want to say Ukatoa, but that's fucking Critical Role one.
Urgathoa.
Urgathoa.
As Urgathoa, as lightning flashes, as you come back, as before you is a bleeding dwarf, as oh shit, as you're standing in front of him. As his arms raised. I did what I had to do. For a lich controls this city. As he shakes his head, no. You do not know what that thing can do.
I think I know. And I'm just gonna
Roll me an attack roll.
Yeah.
Natural one.
Let's just roll. I'm gonna roll one. Yeah. What's the plus on this thing? I just roll D20.
Just
and...
roll your normal bonus without magic.
Inspirational advantage.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's with advantage.
He's prone, kind of.
It's definitely.
That is fucking
After
funny.
320s, that was the only way it possibly could have gone. Really. You're muted, Clayton, but we can see the exuberance.
2d4 plus strength plus
4.
6.
I can actually go look it up if you want. I've still got.
I think a scythe is 2d4, right?
Yeah.
It's
2d4
2d4.
plus strength plus 6.
+5, I believe, if you're doing it the old way.
Whatever.
He's got 8 HP left. How do you want to do this?
Oh, he's sitting there begging for his life, and I'm gonna point the scythe at him and just push his arm down with it, and then just like one wrist.
You just decapitate him.
Yeah.
As you, no, please, you don't know what he can do. I think I do. Dink. As
Nice.
just sprays out as the scythe just goes. Good. Now we can have some fun. Join your friends. As smoke travels outwards, down back to where you were standing as you land. It's like the eeriest silence you've ever had. Quiet. Until finally one of your friends says,
I let out a fart.
okay.
You just hear like the faintest echo, like, "I hope you're strong." But Selena
Hold on.
rushes up and it's like, "Are you
no,
okay?
You Stokies.
Is
I'm
everyone?"
gonna start running. I'm gonna start casually walking back to Stokies.
Wait,
No,
where's the
okay.
body? Also, what are we gonna do about that guy? That...
We have to be quiet. Quick, hide. We have
I
to get-
throw the body into the building.
Yep.
It's their fucking problem.
Do you guys walk back towards the crowd direction or Alaric's direction?
Oh, they love me.
A
in the
large
crowd.
direction.
Yeah, basically you were on opposite ends of the
Yeah, the place.
I
that
w-
you
I
remember-
went up to
no, no, no,
Selena.
no, no, no,
Which
but he's
end do
saying
we
in the beginning.
exit out of? Like
yeah,
the one
the
you were at? Or...
start.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
I think we should go to the not my side. Cause I'm going the other side. I'm walking that way. Cause there was a dude on the other side of the alley that saw my face.
Well, he saw your
Let's,
He
helmet.
saw my helmet.
You might
Let's
want
go
to
to the
put that
bar.
back on, by the way.
Let's go to the
Yeah.
bar.
Well, that's where the guys there to meet us.
That's fair.
Which bar?
The
are you
minor,
going to?
the minor bar, right?
We
Yeah, the bar full
One
of
of-
miners.
one of I don't remember his name. Oh,
Vaseline.
Who's the girl? Who's the woman?
but one of the Grand Artificer's guys is there to meet
Yeah,
us.
that was Vaseline. Or Vaseline.
No.
I thought,
Yeah.
What?
Vaseline was
He's at the miners bar.
That's what he said.
right. That's what we said.
Yeah.
With the slave
Oh,
bar.
yeah. Vaseline is going to be. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. How could you forget
Okay.
Vaseline?
I thought that was the
The
Black robe
masters.
guy.
Yeah, gotcha. No. You thought it was Avoid?
I thought Vaseline was the one of the monks.
No, different.
Vaseline.
Did
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
he was
head
like
towards there?
pull lever or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I suggest that we head there.
I hope that you are strong. So you guys begin heading in that direction. As there is a frantic, there is something happening. But you're well beyond it. Before they can realize this all happened within 30 seconds, 40 seconds maybe?
16,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I think it was
No,
altogether 5
no.
rounds.
I thought it was 4.
Well, if
It
I
was
go-
at least 5. It was at least 5.
It was 2, 3, 4.
Six.
5,
I've
yeah,
used
5 or
6
6.
spells.
Okay.
So
Yeah, 5,
5 or
6
6, yeah. 30
Yeah, 30
seconds.
seconds.
It was
So-
about 8 rounds.
As you guys begin
From
moving
what I
away
counted.
casually, as the sheath flings back onto the scythe, the blood goes away as you begin leaving. As the sound of things happening behind you becomes more and more distance. By Solomon's tone, a Grand Artificer is dead. Everyone else contributed. Everyone else dealt damage or set it up to be such. The plan, while did not go as intended, did come to fruition.
Hashtag calculated.
And as you head back into the area, once again,
So sad.
a guard reaches. Hello, welcome back. It's nice to see you. Oh, okay. You can go ahead. That's fine.
Well, have fun. Okay. Well,
We will talk to you later. Bad day.
Don't lie to the man.
Bad luck.
You're an NPC. You're not important enough for us to talk to.
Don't lie to the man.
So is that
Butler.
Grubber or Lamore?
as you head, Lamore, as you head towards the did you want to try to find him?
No, it's too late for that.
The body?
I was just telling him something that I was hoping to do, but can't now.
Understood.
Well, if it was
Butler, come
looking
here.
cute, you've already done it, Zane.
So you guys head into the bar as Vasily is there. As he is the first contact for the Grand Artificer of Fire you had met. As you come in,
Job's done.
he looks at you.
Kid.
It's nice to see you all again.
Mm.
Shall I
Sorry.
send you back? Or
Shall I send what? You back?
shall I send you back to speak? Or
Probably
would
a
you have
good
me do?
idea. Talk the quicker the better.
understood. As he stands up and walks over into the back room as fire begins to form as a small portal once again. But before, whereas you were taken, this time a portal is formed for you to walk through. As you walk past, he goes, "He shall see you."
Fucking hope so.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
As Gub is halfway through, so half in, half out, I cast Dispel Magic.
Now
I
Gub
like
can
it.
make himself robot legs.
Oh no, I should have done it to Solomon. That's one way of getting rid of the Sight's corruption on him.
Oh, you just it's not halfway like it's not like at my legs.
No, Gub walks on all fours.
It's
Walks on all.
Like,
When
you
he's
know,
really excited.
The Beatles.
He just walks leaning forward a lot.
Yeah, the Beatles Abbey Road cover, kind of stepping half and half and just. Whoop. Sorry, Ox.
um, it's okay. Now Gub has a normal sized penis. Now he has 6 inches instead of 12.
Gotcha. As, once again, the pillars of fire in the red throne.
I hope we don't fight this guy. I can't take him at this point.
Why would we fight Kuzin?
I don't know. We'll take out all
Yes.
the artificers.
Kuzin goes,
Yes.
"Tell me what has happened."
Your problem with Khan is over.
Maybe not over, but
He stands up
problem with
and kind of moves to the side of his throne.
We assume we get the right guy.
you killed a slave, you idiots!
Those, you idiots! You've captured their stunt doubles.
You know, if a slave could cast 5th level spells,
This is a bad place to be.
Is
Yeah.
he really a slave if he casts 5th level spells?
He's on the ring in secret.
who's holding him down?
He goes, "This is unfortunate to hear. It is good for our purpose, but it was needed. I shall have my apprentice begin the process. I believe for the time being, it is best if you lie low."
Do you think we could stay somewhere within your domain or something? Drawing attention to Yostoki right now.
The attention has been drawn, but by your removal we can displace it. You will
Okay.
not speak to Yostoki for the remainder of your stay till the deed is done.
Sounds
However,
good.
So, where can we stay?
here, in the Palace of Fire.
Yes! I call master bed.
I told go top bunk.
You are the top.
You will find it while sweltering. It meets all of your requirements.
Gub's used to it.
Hot
Gub,
and are uncomfortable.
Isolation chamber included.
nice.
Should we be
Spoiling
staying
water.
there?
Can I see that book that you showed? While we're here, can I borrow that book?
Which one?
The one with all the stuff in it. I can't remember the name.
Necronomicon.
The encyclopedia.
Enchiridion?
The Enchiridion, yes.
Of
I
necromancy.
have some names that I'd like to look up.
You will find my servants more than willing to pull from our vast library.
Perfect. Do you have a servant named Joshua?
I do not. But call
What's
them
the
what you
point of it
will.
all?
Perfect.
I miss job. I miss breakfast.
Do you have any forges in the palace?
Can I give you an egg in these trying
You're-
times?
You're in the
Yes.
Palace of Fire. What is a forge except that of what is forged by flames? We have many.
Would you be alright if I went around there?
You have full run of the house, except for the main hall, as that is where guests will come to ask questions.
Yeah.
Those questions will be forwarded through me. Servants will direct you in your movements. If they tell you to move, do so. Otherwise, full reign of the house. You will be
On,
safe here for the time being.
on the bright side, I don't think we need the collars anymore.
Keep the collars, they're anti-divination.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
Do we have to wear them for them to be anti-divination?
Yes.
I'm gonna set mine all the way to the highest it can go.
Can we put
Just-
our
and
color
just
to
glare at
to
Gub.
yours?
I'll just take mine off. Do you think I care? You think
I
you
do.
think I hold not being scried on
What?
higher than being?
As the staff hits, as fire erupts, put the collars back on. Investigations are in progress. Names, faces will be set.
There was one of the monks that did escape.
He looks at you.
He wasn't very strong. He seemed like an initiate.
We will deal with him. For now. Rest. Take your time. We will plan out our next move. Will take some time, but you have run of my manor and my palace.
Yeah.
Alex, what did he say to my question about the color?
What color?
I asked him if it was okay if we put our colors to his house while we're here.
You want
Nice,
to put it to
northeast.
you want to put it to a grand artificer or an artificer?
Well, he's a grand artificer, so I'm asking for his.
That'd be red.
Well,
I'll
I'm
keep
asking permission,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. Who did the deed? Who struck the blow?
My old
Scythe.
character.
The scythe?
Yeah.
Would you have these join your house of a grand artificer?
What?
What would you
Yeah,
say?
Sure.
He said, "Would you have these as he motions to the rest of them join your house of that of a grand
Ha!
artificer?"
You killed him. Dead man's shoes. You got a promotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may switch your colors to red,
Hell yeah.
and I will not complain. Please feel free to name drop me. It carries much weight.
I heard this is pretty cool. But
Take your time, relax. My servant will lead you to your quarters. You may explore my palace and the libraries within. Feel free to do whatever you wish.
But we won't.
I'm gonna grab 3 servants from this. How many servants are in this room, Max?
None in here.
Oh
Yeah,
damn.
This is a private
He will
meeting.
call them.
Yeah, this is a private meeting.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
You don't-
Given, hey, you killed the artificer. Everyone in my
That's
house, come
fair,
on up, come
that's
on up.
fair.
Hey, these guys killed him.
Regicide
did it.
isn't an
Usually-
over dinner conversation.
Clayton,
That's
I just
fine.
looked at you posting Ox's saying, I could have daggers.
Did we level up?
We did just kill a Grand Artificer.
You didn't just kill a slave.
We got a glitch to kill though to ding probably.
We've been doing a lot in this city. We've been in here for like, I don't
It's
know.
level 7.
It's been like 20 sessions since we leveled. I feel.
Why don't we
wait,
do this?
Wait, we're level 7?
Aren't you?
John's been playing it as level 6 this entire time.
No, there's no way. We've mentioned it.
There's no way
Hold
he's.
on, hold on. 5E, is there anything specific that I get at 7 that isn't on my character sheet?
Yeah, you get a aura thing, I think. Oh no, you're different. So
Oh, no, yeah, I leveled up.
Okay,
I
good.
just didn't change my... Wait, did I?
Why don't we do this?
Yeah, I did.
Why don't you guys go to the chamber? You can go to the isolation chamber.
Mhm.
You guys can discuss what's happened.
okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say, I feel like we should level.
Come on. Keep it in character.
I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna say, "Did you see how strong I was? I was like,
Yes, it is very
real
good,
good.
Gub.
And that preaching, that was impressive.
Solomon, I was crying."
Thanks, so was I. That's what...
You are currently in the dispel, the silence, the anti-scrying, as you
Mhm.
hear, as was I.
It better not be Big Rock. Big Rock don't
we
talk.
we all hear it, or just
Just
Solomon?
Solomon.
Okay.
Kill it now.
Seeing we've used that power, did you need me to boop it now?
No,
Or
no,
will
I
we
think
need
I'm
it for
good.
later?
Oh.
I feel like booping it just piss it off.
Yeah. So-
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You'll just make him mad.
Yeah, but I feel like we also kind of
He's saying, "Do you want me to boop it now?" Like you.
Oh, I said no.
Okay. In
Gub-
character, the only ones who saw the smoke trail were Corey and Gub.
But didn't we
It
all see it?
happened in
How does
like
how does,
no time.
how does Big Rock feel about trampling people to death in a crowd?
did you do it with rocks?
Some of the people were carrying rocks.
I need 2 flat ones, 2 wide, and a packet of gravel.
Hmm. Did they come with claws and fangs?
No. I don't know. What does
Hmm.
that mean?
It means what it means.
Okay. Well,
But I
You see, Solomon both has claws and fangs.
I mean,
I'm not exactly
Was-
happy that we had to do that, but it's done. He did not seem like a bad
did
person.
they die or did they just get hurt?
I don't know. I heard a lot of screaming and I told them to run in one direction and spread the word of Big Rock and they all ran in one direction.
I think Big Rock can forgive this.
Okay, that's good.
Here.
What about
Bend,
killing
bend
people?
down. I can
Okay.
forgive you.
Alright.
And I
alright.
take out a rock and I hit him in the head with it.
Oh.
Your
Take one
sins are
point of bludgeoning
forgiven.
Damage.
You-
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
What about murdering people?
That's
in,
like
in
the first point of damage we've
cold
taken.
blood.
Oh no, Alaric got
Cold
hit a couple
blood?
of times.
Yeah.
You guys
What
really
about,
like
like-
fucking
Like they're
combat. Not
begging
ruin,
you,
but
they're begging you for mercy and forgiveness and telling you that you're evil, and then you just kill them.
Based on what I've heard about Big Rock, did you gain anything from killing him?
Yeah.
Then you're good.
That's
Sounds
good.
like if you kill somebody to take something,
I still don't
that's
feel
kind
good.
of the
You're
goat.
protecting the followers of Big Rock. Why would he not be pleased?
More people have
Um,
died in the name of God than anything, so gods are all
I
fine with murder.
think
If you can't follow the path of the rock,
you
you'll be
can
crushed.
remember that name, Solomon.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I
I'm
think
gonna look it up in the Enchiridion.
that Big Rock Big Rock knows why we do things. I don't think it's really in Gub or anyone else's power to judge what is just and unjust in his eyes. I think Big Rock just, as long as you're protecting those that you care about and doing what you believe will keep those that are important to you safe, that Big Rock understands.
So as long as I believe it's right, it's okay.
Mm,
That's a dangerous
was
thought.
quite just.
no, because
Shut up.
Big Rock did kill the leader of Big Rock Tribe to become leader of Big Rock Tribe.
yes, but Big Rock Tribe did it because that leader was terrible leader and needed to be killed.
But who says that? Why was he terrible? What was he? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Gub? You see what I'm getting at?
Knowledge
Like,
religion.
there's a
He-
certain
he-
point where someone has to make the call.
Well-
Whether it's Big Rock or me, someone makes the call as this is good and this is acceptable and this is not.
Previous
And-
leader of Tribe would
Mhm.
kill babies.
But
Is killing babies not bad?
you see, but it was because he said it was. But now that Big Rock's leader, Big Rock said it's okay to kill people, as long as you're okay with it and you think it's good. There's too much interpretation in religion. It's too much.
Big Rock doesn't like being questioned this much.
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to do what you can to be a good person.
Be hard like rock.
Okay.
I think you should be strong, like a rock.
mm,
Robust like rock.
Let water roll off of you like a rock. And
But most importantly,
Mhm.
slippery like mom.
Fuck scissors.
Slip off. And fuck.
Yeah, be
All
worth
right.
the paper.
Unless you guys want to talk about anything else, I have to go make a bunch of slaves do my bidding in the library. Because that's what my god tells me is right.
Slice says what?
God, I'll take my collar off and beat you with it. Big Rock said it was okay.
I'm
You
hoping that we don't have
Interpret
to
Big
kill
Rock
any
wrong.
too many more people. It's just the king to take care of it.
What?
Who?
What?
Who? I don't know.
Ooh.
Who?
Is there an owl?
Yeah,
I guess-
we don't turn
I
owls.
check to look for an owl.
There's no owl here.
Oh, okay.
I guess problem that you're having, Solomon, is that you don't know the effect of your actions yet. Because I don't know, killing someone, what if killing someone makes things better for many people? You might not know right away, but it might have serious effect. I think that's why, like Saluda said, it's just do what you believe would help most people. If that means crushing previous leader after falling from sky like Comet, then do that.
I'll
As,
try
as
my best.
long as it is the pursuit of goodness
And rockness.
and rockness.
You know what? That's a question for another time. Alright, I'm gonna go to the library.
Okay.
It was nice. It was
Why don't we do this? A lot happened. You killed the Grand Artificer. Let's end our session here.
nice.
Works for me.
Are we gonna go in depth into our downtime, or are we just gonna skim over it?
You guys have a good bit of downtime, so you guys can do quite a bit, and you have the expenses of a Grand Artificer to do what is reasonable.
We are grand artificers.
So
yeah.
the real
Also,
question
was
is,
I right? Was it Dead Man's
How much
Shoes?
can
and John
Gov
just
invent?
got a promotion?
I was gonna say, what blueprints do I have access to?
Oh no, there's no blueprints here.
Yeah. Oh, do I have to pay someone for them?
No,
I'd
you
say
can-
we'll say all together. You guys have before the next like session kicks off. It's about we'll say 3 weeks happen.
Jeez.
Well, 3 weeks.
Okay.
We'll definitely level in 3 weeks.
So Gub can either create things. You guys can spend time scurrying the town if you wish. If you want to do so covertly, there's a number of things you can do.
Gotta get more woman. Actually,
not
no,
allowed to
Josh
leave.
was
Yeah.
good.
Also,
Can't
I don't
leave
think we should
the
go anywhere
warehouse.
near Yostoki right now if we want him to be okay.
I'll send word.
Didn't Kuzin just say he doesn't want us leaving the palace?
Yeah.
He said you are safe here. He
Word
didn't
ran
say
out of
I thought he said we need to stay here.
Yeah, he did.
he did, but you can still send slaves and whatnot. So
Gub,
here's the
go
thing:
get-
if you still want to leave, you absolutely can. Yeah. Like I'm just letting you know, you can do what you want. You got about 3
Oh,
weeks.
I want to leave the town.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
gathered.
wanna-
Go home.
I wanna stop the darkness.
I wanna.
Yeah.
Seekers-
I want to kill the king. Can I do that in 3 weeks?
Alex,
Hey,
can I
Alex.
close my eyes and kill the king?
Hey Alex, actually, do you think I'd be able to find a beetle anywhere?
A beetle?
Yeah, I've been thinking about buying a beetle. Do you want serious answers now, or do you want to wait till
No,
next session
you
to tell you?
guys absolutely have time to think about what you want to do in your downtime.
Oh, I already know what I want to do.
Learning, reading, whatever it is that you want to do.
Logan, I want to know what you're
Corey,
doing.
if you would like to set up a shroud or a shrine or otherwise, you can do that. Just
A
letting you
shrine
be
to Big
aware of
Rock?
that. Whatever you want to do. I'm just letting you guys know that.
Can I teach the slaves about Big
It's
Rock?
a strange thing to tell.
Why would Corey set up a shrine, Alex?
Well, she's been getting more and more into Big Rock, and one of her friends did just fucking give in to some darker evil.
No one knows that.
Hey, Big Rock is not a darker evil.
I
And
absolutely
she
know that.
knows the scythe is
Corey
evil.
and Gub know that.
Yeah. He asked, "Should I do this?" And Corey's like, "No."
Well, he
And
hasn't
Gub's
said
like,
anything
"Yeah,
about
that's why we
what
did
what
it."
it did to him. He didn't
She
say.
does
he
know
didn't say-
for a
No,
fact
I
he
asked
turned into
Corey.
mist.
I asked Corey the one question: if he gets away, what's our options? And he said the mission fails, and I didn't want the mission to fail.
Well, he also asked, should he use it? So,
Yeah, and Gub gave me an answer, and I've known
Yeah.
Gub longer, so I
Yeah.
think
I'm-
it's
I
not-
said
I'm-
no. Gub said yes, and then.
I'm not denying that
Wait a minute.
Corey doesn't know that he
I'm
used
just-
it. I'm
once
saying
again,
Corey doesn't
I
know the
was-
after effect.
Gub
Um,
has come too far.
So,
Gub
what
has
I
to
would
be-
like you guys to
Decided.
do over the next week, I would like you all to message me what you would like to do. Okay? We will be using the dice roller to decide what ends up in the results of whatever that is so that I can plan for the next session. If you could please get me that information by Wednesday of what you
I'm
want to
doing
do,
it right now.
I need to know that.
I will think about it.
Okay? You have until Wednesday. Send
Thursday.
me a message. We can use the dice roller, we can GR roll it, we can do whatever. I just need to know what we're going to be doing for the next 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Basically, you can put your task towards one thing per week, or for each week you do something, I'll give you an advantage. So you can have up to 3d20 of something. And then the DC will be lower per week that you spend on things to get the information that is pertinent. So decide what you want to do. Get me that information by Wednesday, please, so I can plan accordingly and I can go one by one of what happens and what we do, okay?
Okay.
All right. We end the session there, boys. Good fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun.
It was very up and down, but yeah, kind of a lot of "oh, for fuck's sake" moments. Anyway,
So just to clarify before I close
Big
my-
Rock is the largest religion in this fucking town now. God damn it.